Ah, oh my gosh, this song is bugged. I have a few songs in that album that are just really buggy, and they all just sound like static, even though they're supposed to be songs there. I don't know if the download failed or what. But I realized how quiet that menu music is. But oh, there we go. Oh gosh, my hair looks horrible. Just got out of the shower not long ago, so. Eh. Spread my hair. Hate blow drying my hair, so I usually let it air dry. But it's time to continue. I have not done much. Have I unlocked any more rewards? Oh, I'm probably not buying the... I really should buy the battle pass. Because I really want to get this sailor. But I don't know. We'll see. Claim that. Claim that. I have a piece of my hair just dangling in my face. And it's so itchy. Okay. Jeez, the sun is really bright today. It's been so cloudy lately, I'm not used to this. Is there anything else important I'm missing that I should claim? I guess I'll claim. Keys for dailies. Just quickly get some daily stuff out of the way. I do have a dorm fold to do that I can do before we get into the story. I don't have enough crystals for the banner right yet. I'll leave the seas. And I need to do commissions now that I'm thinking about it, because I always forget these. This one. Some of those lower level materials I never have enough of. Check everything. In here. Be able to finish this, right? Yeah. Yeah. 45 short. Screw it, I'll claim this. That gives me enough to... Oh, I can't upgrade yet. I'll claim it. Let's get enough crystals so we can do another pull. Clearly that's all people care about, right? Watching pulls. Oh, that's a lot of skill materials. Oh. But I have one dorm ticket, and then I have enough to do one more on the event supply. But let's see. As I already said from Battle Pass, I really want Stygian Nymph, but 83 drops. I'm probably just gonna get some like experience or something. It's a Thorn Banner. Oh. I mean, it's an A rank, and it's an A rank I don't use. But it's not just experience. It is experience, but... She's a fun one to play, but she isn't very strong. I wish she was stronger. But... gonna do another pull on this. No guarantee. How far am I? 4 more. Yeah. Not likely, but can hope. Might be able to do another few pulls at the end of stream though, depending how much the story gives. Nope. Gotten 1,000,000 in that set. I actually don't know what happens when you have too many of those, if it just breaks them down automatically. Grades. Go away, you. But just trying to think. But yeah, I think it's time to just jump into story. I'm curious though. 120 there. I don't think we're gonna get that far. Maybe we will, but I don't think we're gonna get to there. And we're probably gonna do at least one of these today. Maybe we'll have enough. I'm actually not sure if we'll have enough. Maybe I can do like Abyss afterwards or something, just to get the 100 crystals there. But apparently, really big quest of space-time confusion. Oh, and there's also this quest that's back again. Let's start with space-time confusion. Hopefully this one lasts a bit longer than Monday's stream. Talk to oh yeah, we found like young Otto. I forgot about that. Young Otto. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, let me just make sure I understand the situation. You mean the year is currently 2017 AD. You are all people from that time, and you recognize me? If not, why would I call you Grandpa? But if what you're saying is true, how would I have lived for over 500 years? You gave yourself mechanical prosthetics. He also was in contact with the Abyss Flower. Might be part of it. Yes. You also used a Trojan program to steal someone else's body. No matter what you say, I don't trust you. Prove that you're really from the 15th century first. The fact that you're here is strange enough. The leaks of space-time data in this area can hardly be compared to a living person like you. It's reason enough to be suspicious, but I also sense that future me has done a lot of things that are unacceptable to you. Not only unacceptable, you... Forget it. It's really the 15th century you. Beating you up would be of no use. It's pointless to worry about the future of a parallel universe. Parallel universe? Makes sense. At least that avoids temporal paradoxes. Yeah, that's basic common sense. Well, now's not the time to chat about such things. Teresa, Durandal, what should we do with this guy? Help him return to 500 years ago? But as you suggested, Doctor, the man in front of us could be my grandfather acting like someone else. Doesn't look like he's faking it, but if you want to take him aboard Hyperion to investigate, I wouldn't be opposed to it. The way I see it, our primary objective is still to explore this anomalous space. Oh, you have a point. But I think we should try to eliminate some possibilities in case this guy's a ticking time bomb. Looks like that future me really scared you guys. I ask you to keep talking. Be upset. Do you know what the guy who shares your ugly face has done? Do you need me to list all the things for you? Dr. Tesla, please control yourself. I know Overseer has done many things in the past that upset you, but the situation is now more important than past grievances. Is he an Overseer yet? Does he know that? It's because things are so chaotic now. I'm someone familiar yet strange to you, and you don't know where I came from. It was mysterious to me too. As soon as the battle ended, the battlefield transformed, and the people vanished without a trace. The battlefield? Yes, just now we defeated Shixel HQ's main army in this town. We wiped out their honor guards. Wait, you, Auto Apocalypse, commanded an army that defeated force of Shixel HQ? What time did you come from? On hearing this, the man claiming to be Auto muttered to himself for several seconds. I think it's like this. Our histories are quite similar, right? A major campaign did happen in 1491, and Shixel Overseer Otto did command a rebel army that defeated forces from Shixel HQ. My grandfather was the rightful successor to the Overseer position, but due to some unfortunate events, his sister and nephew took power. The reign of terror of those two lasted for more than 10 years, until my grandfather overthrew them with the support of the people. If I may be blunt, I can't imagine how someone like that would win popular support. Probably through some clever tricks? Indeed, rather than talking about my personal abilities, it's better to say that I was willing to serve as a symbol of the will of the people. The people didn't unite around me, they united around the legend of the Holy Maid. Around Kalin. The legend of the Holy Maid? The Maiden of Shixel. Are you talking about Kalin Kaslana? Of course. I don't know of any other holy maids in this world. Kalin, she died because of me. There was a time when I couldn't bear the guilt. I thought I would spend the second half of my life trying to escape myself. At that time, I didn't dare to face the world without her. I fled to a small island used as a cemetery by the people of Venice. I opened a monastery there that cared for orphans. I was in the nobility, so in the dark days, I was at least able to do something I wanted. And the ordinary people ruled by Shixel were thoroughly disillusioned. Their daily life was unbearable. Perhaps it was because the vast majority of people felt trapped that the Holy Maid became a source of faith. Said faith. Yeah, they believed that Kalin was the only Holy Maid in the world. They believed Kalin's death would atone for the sins of all living beings. They revered anyone and anything related to the Holy Maid and resisted the rule of Shixel with this faith. And you cleverly used them to take position of Overseer for yourself? Well, there's no need to think of it like that. Looking at you, I think you would definitely do something like that. You've plotted against the inventor who created the Selene, suppressed Shixel's most powerful Valkyrie, and assassinated the first Hersher who was fighting for humanity. You don't know that your stupid plan to stop the first Hersher's successor and release the second Hersher resulted in millions of deaths. Calm down, Dr. Tesla. The person standing in front of you is not the one you are criticizing. Good morning, Paulo. Indeed, you and him are not the same. He is a shameless, contemptible man, but you may not be. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have judged you by your appearance. But I hope you understand that to us, the man named Auto Apocalypse is known as a lot of things, but good person is not one of them. No need to apologize. Thank you. What you've said has allowed me to see myself clearly, future doctor. There's a hole in my heart that even time cannot heal. The more I pursued the glory of the Holy Maid, the more darkness and pain I suffered. It's a poison with no antidote. I have done human experiments and killed my supporters. There's a risk that I will fall into the endless darkness. Trying to emulate the Holy Maid is a kind of suffering, a discipline, a constraint. Oh my gosh, Merle. You goof. If I can return to my own world after this encounter, I will give up my right to inheritance to the overseer position. Not quite. I really hope not, because I don't want to date him. In this civil war, I made changes to the structure of the new Shixel, but it would be fine without me. Without me, Shixel would not only survive, it would be closer to the ideals of the Holy Maid. So, to me, this right of inheritance was just a symbol of my own obsession. Thanks to you, I'm able to see it from a new perspective and reach a completely different conclusion. Oh my gosh. Your self-reflection is admirable, Otto from another world. It's just that at the moment we are facing some difficult problems, so we don't have time to chat for long. New enemies are showing up on the radar again. Prepare for battle. Oh, right here. Okay. But yeah, no, whoa, just instantly exploded. Yeah, apparently now everyone... How long into the stream is this? About 20 minutes? It makes me wonder if I should genuinely do like a starting soon screen and just leave it up for like 10-15 minutes. I hate doing that, especially as a smaller streamer. But the first like 10 minutes there was nobody here. I don't know if anyone saw me do my polls. I didn't get anything. But I don't know if anyone saw me do my polls. And now there's 5 people watching. So it's like, I don't know what to do. Might be an idea, we'll see. That or just do something simple like my dailies for the first 10-15 minutes. Dr. Tesla, would you check if Mr. Otto has any linear spatial anomalies? Huh? I thought we had just resolved that. Why do you suddenly think... Oh, I get it. It is possible. Worth a try. Huh? What are you guys talking about? Hey. That's good. I don't have all of my playthrough on my channel. I've been considering starting a free-to-play account just to play the story from the beginning and stream it all. But I don't know. I kind of want to wait and see if I can get a little more people watching before I do that, because I know that it's just such a big time investment. I'd like to have people to hang out with and talk about the story as I do it. But yeah, I try to stream at this time. Most people stream, like, what, 9 hours after this? And I've noticed on YouTube it gives us stats of when people watch, and a lot of the people who watch me are from Southeast Asia, so a lot of people watch around this time. So I try my best to stream at this time when I can. Though sometimes Honkai screws me over and it releases stuff a few hours late. Hold on, you'll understand when the results come out. Stand there and don't move, Mr. Otto. Perhaps this inspection will help you return to your own world. he doing?
怎么样？
How did it go?
参数我已经调试好了。
I've already adjusted the parameters.
你也戴上这
Put
副
on
眼
those
镜看看。
glasses and take a look.
这是人偶的傀儡线。
Are these the
难道我们刚
strings
才
of a
遭遇的意外
puppet?
插曲？
Could it be that the
也和制片
incident
真人
just
者有
now
关吗？
had something to do with the Hersher of Dominance?
只要
If we
发
had
现
known
了这一
this,
点，
then the
那么
incident
刚才
wouldn't
的
have
事
been
情
so
就不再是什么
unexpected.
意外插曲了。怪不得我们之前
No
总是没
wonder
有
we
办法
couldn't
找到那
find
个
that
可恶的
Hersher
铝合
core
芯。
before. It's now
你看，
entangling
他
innocent
现在都
people
缠
from
上其
another
他时空里的无
dimension.
辜者了。来，现役的
Can
天
our
女 S 级
active
女武神，你
Shixel
过来
S
看一
rank
眼。
Valkyrie take a look at
这可
this?
是因为你
It
那
was
神奇
because
的
of
思考
your
角度，
unique
才能迅
perspective
速
that
发
we
现
were
了线
able
索
to
呢。
find this clue so quickly.
这的确和报告
Yeah,
上
this
说明
really
的傀儡
seems
线
similar
十
to
分
the
相似。
puppet strings explained
是
in the report.
我们直接沿着这条
Doctor,
线
if
追
we
踪，
follow this
是不
trail,
是就可
can
以？
we...
啊，这件事倒没
It's
那么
not
简
that
单。
simple.
毕竟
It's
对方很
possible
可
that our
能
target
与我
is
们并
not
不处于
based
同
in
一
the
个维度
same
基地中。
dimension.
不过放心吧，
But
看
don't
那
worry,
些反复
thanks
折
to
腾我
being
们的人偶所
repeatedly
赐，
harassed
你
by
上
those
现在都可
puppets,
以说是
Anti-Entropy
对
is
付这条
becoming
线的
expert
专
at
家
this
了。
game.
总而言之，
In
只要
short,
有
if
足
we
够
have
的数据，
sufficient data,
我
we
们就
can
能测算
calculate
出
the
核心的坐
location
标，
of the core
然后借用空
and
置力
use
者的
the
力
power
量，
of the
一举把它
Hersher
夺
of
取
the
过来。
Void to seize it. But we don't have the power of the Hersher of the Void.
这样一来，不仅异常的时空能够得到解
Confusion.
决，这位奥托先生也应该可以回去自己
Although
的
I
时
guess
代了。
Kiana probably still has the core. I don't know. This way we can solve the problem without space-time anomalies and send Mr. Otto back to his own era. Isn't the Hersher of the Void literally like space anomalies?
各位现在需要我做的事，
And what do you need me to do?
来回走走，我是说，
Walk
我
back
们
and
需要
forth.
在
We
不
need
同
to
地点
observe
分
the
别观测
puppet
这条傀
string
儡
from
线，
separate
最好
locations
每个地点之
within
间的
at
直
least
线距离
300
都能
meters
超过300
between
米
them.
吧。在此期间，我会反
During
复根
this
据
time,
新的
I'll
观
use
测
the
数
new
据
data to
来提升推
increase
算的
the
精度，
precision of
并
calculation
通知修
and
伯利安上
notify
的提安
Kiana
娜
to
做
begin
好相应的准备
preparations
工
on
作。
the Hyperion.
那么，我和德丽莎前辈就负担起相应的护卫工作吧。
Then
大家一
Teresa
起行动，
Senpai and I
也
will
可以
be
避
on
免
guard
分组上
duty.
的顾虑。
If everyone works together, we can avoid the problems of splitting up. It's good to know. So for you then, it probably would be good if I started from the beginning again and let you see from the beginning the whole story.
不过我们需要先把当前的情况
But
通知给
yeah,
修伯利安上的大家。
I'll see.
去面对此，
Maybe I'll put a
应该没有
video
什么
out
意
and
见吧？
ask people's opinion, or I'll just announce when I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll start doing it. What's today's date? The end of October. In a few weeks, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna have to be careful with scheduling, but I might see about making an account, and maybe I'll just weekly do a chapter or something. Yeah, I always want to read it. It's just... As much as I like the Chinese and the Japanese voiceovers, it's nice to know what they're saying, and I know a lot of people... I personally watch a lot of streams, and I don't look at them, I just listen. So it's definitely something nice. I'm glad to know that you enjoy it, though. Let's see. Yeah, but we need to notify everyone on Hyperion about the situation. I assume Shixel has no objections?
没有意见，这很合理。
No objections. Sounds good. Now aboard Hyperion.
情况我
Okay,
们这
we
边已
understand
经
the
了解了
situation. Looks like
这
our
样一
intel
来
has been
情报就全
confirmed.
部对上了。
啊？什么情报？
What intel?
我们不如让情报的提供者
Let's
自
let
己
the
来
one who
说吧
provided the intel explain.
铮铮铮 ！surprise！
Surprise! Gamitsu.
嗨，特斯拉前辈，您
Hi
还记得
Tesla
我吗？
Senpai, do you
我是
remember
伊
me?
丽莎白麦克史密斯。
I'm
不过
Elizabeth
天命的同
McSmith,
事们现
but
在
my
都叫我
Shixel
长哥。
colleagues call me Nagamitsu.
停停停停！你
Wait,
谁
wait,
呀
wait. Who are you?
唉，果然
Oh, I
如此
knew it. You're so busy. Of
不过
course
想想
you
也
wouldn't
是
remember a
前辈是
research
李万基，
assistant
应
who
该
showed
不会
up
记得
late
一
to
个
an
连面
interview.
试都因为迟到而没有通过的研究助理吧？啊，等等，
I didn't
我
want
刚
to
才
weird
不
you
是
out
要阴
just
阳怪
now.
气什
I'm a
么？
big fan,
我真
Tesla
的是您的
Senpai.
粉丝，特
The
斯拉前辈。
Tunguska event was
头
awesome.
行吧。
Okay, but
我
really,
说
who are
真的，
you?
报告前辈，我
My
现
full
在的全
name
名
is
是
now
伊
Elizabeth
丽莎白
Nagamitsu
长光麦克史密斯。
Smith.
我是说你现
I
在是
meant
干
what
什么的？
do you
哦
do? I'm currently the head of Shixel's Street 1404 Nagamitsu Lab, senpai. That's where I got my nickname. Okay, why not just say that you're Shixel technical staff? So what were you saying to Einstein before? Just now, I used HQ's supercomputers to calculate the unusual multidimensional Honkai energy distribution. In a minute, I'll send you the results. They show that the energy characteristics at the 4 inspection points are very similar to those of the Theater of Domination. They might arise from the same source. This is evidence that Mr. Otto's assertions were accurate. Assertion? What assertions? What? Didn't Bianca, Mr. Durandal tell you already? We've used the Theater of Domination for our experiments before, so it's quite possible that these anomalies could arise from a fragment of the lost Herrscher of Dominance core. This is what Otto said about the matter. I thought you guys had already heard. Alright, Durandal did tell us about this. But just now you said the calculations were evidence. Could it be that you don't even know how Otto arrived at this conclusion? As Tesla may have already known, Shixel's ordinary members aren't involved in strategic decisions like that without Mr. Otto's approval. So if we're confused about the reasoning behind a decision, we have to investigate for ourselves to find the truth. Okay, I do understand this. Years ago, I did some work for that guy. Getting back on topic, aside from the Honkai energy distribution, did you discover anything more specific? If Tesla Senpai wants to collect all relevant data, I suggest you go to... Is it Street or Saint? I'm not sure. I'll say Street. Street 537 Church, Street 1491 Square, and the east end of Kaslana Street. Typical Shixel, naming everything Saint... Oh, it is Saint. Okay, Saint this and Saint that. It's a tradition. After the Civil War in 1491, some streets and buildings that were named after people had their names changed to commemorate important years. And isn't it even stranger to use names like C Street and Fifth Avenue? That is an attack on America, and I love it. Everything here is a named street. So every street has an actual word for a name. But I know in the States it's really, really common for a street to literally just be a number or a letter. And I hate it. It's so hard. Some of downtown in the big city near me is like that, where it's like 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street. It's so dumb. I hate it. At least give some meaning to the names. Okay, you're free to use whatever names you want. It's better than Auto Apocalypse Avenue anyway. Yes, way better than that. Don't give me that. Saint 537 Church, Saint 1491 Square, East Kaslana Street. These are the northeastern, western, and southeastern parts of town, respectively. Kaslana Street isn't accessible yet. You can go to Saint 1491 Square first, which is closest to your current location. Then you can head east to the Saint 537 Church and visit Kaslana Street last. Yeah, sounds like a good route. After we collect data at these locations, we'll return to Hyperion and meet up with Kiana. Then we'll plan how to enter the space where the Herrscher core is located. Hold on, please, Madame Teresa. Kiana has something to say to you herself. Principal, I can understand your desire to protect us. But now that the immortal blades of Shixel and Miss Nagamitsu are helping us, everyone wants to end this chaos caused by the Herrscher of Dominance as soon as possible. So in this situation, as someone who has the strength of a Herrscher of the Void, I want to do more to help. Please at least let me join the exploratory team, Principal. This way we can adapt to the situation more easily and use my powers more effectively.
这次布劳尼亚也许很难直接帮上忙，但 Kiana 她原本就是方案中的一环。
I think the whole idea is that in this town, they're saying it's saint and then a year, and the year was the year of a big point in history. Like 1491 was when Otto overthrew his sister, who was kind of a tyrant. But these are all major years in history. In North America, Canada does it in some places, but it's really common in big cities in America, as far as I know, is they'll literally just have 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, and they're literally all just in a row. And personally, that confuses the hell out of me. But like having a street that you know is named after a historical event would be easier to remember for me, instead of just numbers. Bronya understands how Kiana feels. Perhaps it will be difficult for Bronya to help directly this time, but Kiana can play a role. If Principal is still worried, then let me go with Kiana. Bronya and the others can easily guard the Hyperion. We're here to help Dr. Einstein and Bronya. I understand how you feel. It's just that, if possible, please let Kiana join the expedition, Teresa. We had the chance to meet before in Ark City and North Africa. The fact that she beat the Herrscher of Dominance 2 months ago is really impressive. I really hope to establish a better relationship with Miss Kiana. You also probably want to spar with her. I mean, I wouldn't care about Apocalypse because that's a family. Like, there is the Kaslana Street. But yeah, no, not over Otto. Please, not Otto. If you know who gives us any trouble, I think we'll have no trouble dealing with it. But Miss Durandal won't let anything bad happen. Tesla Huh? Since you're smart in every other way, it's a shame that you say some dumb things. Sorry for making fun of you. If Mr. Otto ordered you to break the bubble universe you were protecting before, what would you have done? To be honest, I wouldn't have complied with the order. Although I am his subordinate, that doesn't mean my life's work is to do what he wants me to. Look, she's realistic and sincere. Her ideas aren't so different from your own. On top of that, the things she requested from Mr. Otto have finally been resolved. Now she's a much freer Valkyrie. That's enough, Nagemitsu. You can't force others to change their viewpoints for your own reasons. Didn't I already apologize? How about I prepare some sweets for you next time you come to the lab? Anyway, Teresa, the Immortal Blades will wholeheartedly assist anti-entropy and exploring. Understood. To increase efficiency, I'll meet up with Kiana first, proceed to Saint 1491 Square to collect data, and then investigate the other 2 locations. If there are no objections, let's get moving. Puppet strings cleared. I don't believe that. I will save the side quest for later, but that should be unlocked now. Whoa, lag. Why am I lagging so much? Since when have you been there? Oh, I forgot I can't kill these in 1 hit. Wait, where'd it go? What? Oh, okay. It fell off the world and died. I didn't know that could happen. Long time no see, Kiana Kaslana. Yes, when I escaped from you, I never thought a day would come when we would be fighting side by side. You could say that the task of resisting Honkai has made our paths cross again.
过去的不快
Indeed,
就让
keep
它
the
停留在过去
unhappiness
吧。
of the past
未来
behind
的天命
us.
组织
The future
终
of
究会
Jigsaw
属于我们
Beyond
这一代人。
belongs to our
奥托
generation.
阿波卡利斯先生在死
Before
之
Auto
前也找到了
Apocalypse
他真正的
resigned,
道路。
he also
他的未
found
来
his true
多半
path.
不会与我
His
们再有
future
任何
probably
重合
won't
了。
overlap with ours again.
啥？
What?
不会重合。
What do you mean
是
by
什么意
won't
思？
overlap?
长光，
Nagamitsu, you really...
啊，事
Ah,
先说明，
I should make
这
clear
只是
that
一
I
种
was just
推测而已。
speculating,
虽
although
然
I
我
do
自认
think
为
it's
它是
reasonable
合理的推测
speculation.
了。先说结论吧。
Point
我
is,
相信
I
奥托
believe
先
that in
生在先
previous
前的实验中
experiments,
确
Mr.
实
Otto
找
really
到
found a
了
way
能
to
够回
return
到
to
过
the
去的方
past.
法。
回到过去，难道说
Return
是
to
时
the
间旅行吗？
past? Are you talking about time travel?
那怎么可能？只要
How
是
is
允
that
许这个世界
possible?
正常运
According
转
to
的
the
物理
physics
学
of our
就
world,
不可
time
能支持
travel
时间旅行
cannot
的存在。
happen. Unless the imaginary tree is actually a record of time, then you
就
can
算
just
是我
go
们
down
抓
the
到的这个
branch.
奇怪奥托，他也不可能真的就是500
Even though we
年前的奥
caught
托
that
本人呢
strange。Otto, he can't possibly be the real Otto from 500 years ago, right?
好吧，
Alright, I
我理解
understand
你
where
的
you're
道理。
coming from.
没错，特斯拉
Yeah,
前辈说
Tesla
的对。
Senpai is right.
科幻
The
小说里那
manipulation
种
of
把
time
时
that
空
you
拧
see
成
in
宿命
sci-fi
论麻
stories
花的
doesn't
时间
really
但
exist.
从本
But
体论的角度，
ontologically
我觉得奥托
speaking,
先
I
生
think
仍然
Mr.
有
Otto
办法
still
在
found a
某
way
种
to
意义上
return to the
回到过
past
去。
in some
喂喂
sense.
你该不会是在玩什么文字游
You're
戏
just
吧？
playing word games?
这当然不是特
Of
斯拉
course
前
not,
辈。
Tesla.
本体论是一
Ontology
门
is a
很严
serious
肃的
area of
哲学
study in
与逻辑学分支。
philosophy and logic.
不过，为了解释我刚才究竟在
But
说
to
什么，
understand what I
我
was
需要各
saying
位
just
回忆
now,
一
I
下
need everyone
时
to
间的
recall the
含义。
implicit meaning of time.
时间。
Time. Isn't it just time? There's nothing more than can be said about it,
我
right?
这
不，德丽
No,
莎，
Teresa.
时间
Time
确
is
实是
indeed
一
a
种难以
concept that
定
is
义的
hard
原
to
始概念。
define, but its
它的含
implications
义
depend on
事
how
实
you
上
look
取决
at
于
it.
我们想从什么。从本质上来
In
说，
essence,
每个人都
everyone
只
can
能在
only
现在
consider
这
the
一个时
present
刻思
moment.
考。
Because of
因
this,
此，
everyone
对每
thinks
个人
that
自身
time
而
is
言，
related
时
to
间意味
cause
着
and
先后
effect.
顺序。但如果我们继续
But if
刨
we
根
dig
问底，
deeper and think
想知
about
道
what
所谓
the
现在究
present
竟意味着什么，
signifies, sorry, human
那
logic
么很抱
seems to
歉，
reach its limits
人
at
类的
this
逻辑
point.
到这里就已经无能为力
那
了。
倒未必哦，特斯
Not
拉前辈。
necessarily, Tesla.
你应该也知道，我们的
Just
世
pretend you
界
do.
并不是所谓存在的
As
极
you
限。
probably know,
在
our
世界
world
之外，
isn't
还有虚数
the
之数
limit
和
of
量子之海
existence.
影
Outside
响
of
着
our
我们的
world, the
命运。
imaginary tree and the sea of Quanto also affect our fate.
可是，在世界之外，
But
时
outside
间
our
又能有
world,
什么？
can time have...
Don't know.
Wait, are you suggesting that there are
你是在暗示？
observers
确
outside
实
our
可能存
world?
在世界之外的观测者吗？
这正是我们历次
This
实
is
验的收
something
获
we
之一。
learned from multiple
从第二神之
experiments.
剑的启
Through
动实
activating
验
the
到
second
连接
divine
世界
key
炮
and
至
linking the
虚数
bubble
之数的尝
universe to the
试，
imaginary
我们
tree,
可以认定，
we determined
在
that
世界之
outside
外
our，world,
时间也
time
自有
still
其法则
abides
存
by
在，
certain rules
它并
and
不会
won't
退化成
degenerate
绝对
into
的混沌
chaos.
和无序。
More
更在
specifically,
那里，时间的
there,
繁衍是
one
自
can
由的，
travel
与
backward
其
in
他
time
所有的空
freely,
间维
no
度
different
并
from
无不同。
traveling through spatial
它
dimension.
在此基础上
On
遵
this
循一些
basis,
更
it
基本的法
follows
则，
some
和
other
其他维
basic
度一样，
principles.
接受种种能
Similar
量
to
的束
other
缚。
dimensions, it has various types of energy restrictions.
而正是其中一些
And
特
some of
定
these
束缚，
restrictions
固定
cause
了时
time
间
to
在某
flow
些
in a
子空间
fixed
中的方向，
direction
让
in
其中的
various
万物从
subspaces,
无
limiting the
限重整到有
capabilities of
限。
objects in those
我们相信，
spaces.
这就是我们
We
的实
believe
数世
that is
界
the
之所以
reason for
存
the
在的原因。
existence of everything in our world.
也就是说，
That
时
is
间
to
固定
say,
向前，
the
并
arrow
不
of
是一种
time
绝
is
对
not a
基本的
basic
法则，
principle.
它
It
其
is
实
a
是我们这个
consequence
世界
of
的
the
存在带来
existence
的
of
一
our
种结
world.
果。
So time goes forward because we exist. And there could potentially be worlds that are backwards.
我虽然听不太懂
I，don't fully understand, but are you
但你是不是想说，
trying to say
正是因为我们
it's
的世界
because
稳
of
定
the
存
stable
在，
existence
所
of
以
our
才没有
world
任
that
何力
no
量
amount of
能够干
power
涉
can
时间的流
interfere
逝。
with the flow of time? Okay,
千真万确，
exactly.
但在虚数之数上
But，the
情况
situation
就
is
会有所
different
不
in the
同。
imaginary
因为
tree.
像它那
Because
样
it
的存
exists
在，
beyond
超
our
越了
world,
世
you
界
can
的范
think
畴
of it。
你可以把
as
它理解成，对，记录游戏
a
数据的
server
服务
that
器。
holds all the game data.
这个服务器
The
用种
server
种
has
精
all
致
kinds of mechanisms to generate countless game worlds, and you are just a character in one of those worlds. The server records every action you take at every moment. You can see the records, but you don't have the ability to change them. Because you are used to this, it seems like the data stored on the server cannot be changed. But to the server itself, there are no such restrictions. The game server that is called the Imaginary Tree can use the save file from any moment to generate a new parallel universe and create a branch on the tree. Just like servers in online games, universes can be open, closed, or merged. this is all stuff I kinda knew, I kinda
那个新的
theorized,
你
but
又不
it's
是现在的你，
crazy that they're
就像我们
confirming
见到
all
的
this
这位奥
stuff.
托先生一样啊。
This is no different from the theory of parallel universes. The new you is not the actual you, just like we've seen with Mr. Otto. And this is kind of a big part of the theory with the Gun Girls. Realizing they're a game character. Oh no, they're becoming self-aware.
确实，
True,
在一般
that
意义
is how
上
we
我们是
ordinarily
这样理解
understand
平行世
parallel
界的。
universes.
但特斯
But
拉
that's
前辈，
referring to
那是
already
指
existent
已经
parallel
存在的平行世
universes.
界。
Tesla Senpai.
你这是想说什么？
What do you
我
mean?
想说的是，在平
I
行
mean
世
that
界
at
的
the
起点
particular
这个
point
特
of
殊的
origin
时
for
空位置
parallel
上，
universes,
他者尚不
others
存
don't
在，
exist,
现
and there is
实
only
还
one
只有一个。
reality.
对于体验这
To
唯一
someone
现实的人来说，
experiencing
他
this
选
single
择什么
reality,
样的未
they can
来
choose
就
the
拥有
future
什
they
么样的
want.
未来。甚至
In
这样的情
fact,
况
such a
或许
thing
每
is
时每
happening
刻
every
都在发
moment.
生。
It's just
只
that
不
we
过
are
凭我
unable
们
to
的主观
perceive
视
it
角，永远也
subjectively.
无。抱歉，我已经完
Sorry,
全听
I'm
不懂你
already
在说什
completely
么。
lost.
啊，那继续用游
Oh,
戏来
let's
打比方吧。
continue to use the
比如说，
analogy of a
你
game
是一
then.
个自由的
Imagine you are
游
a
戏
free
角色，
character in a
而
game
在
and
你的
suddenly
面
you are
前
facing
出
a
现了一个
choice.
事件的分歧选项。
Oh.
作为一个自由的
Because
游
you
戏
have
角
free
色，
will,
你
you
可以
can
随
randomly
机选择
select
这些
either
选
of
项
these
当中的
two
任何一个。
choices.
但只要没有
But
场外信
without
息的帮
any
助，
external
你永远也不会
information,
知
you will
道
never
在其
know
他的游戏版
whether
本
in
里
other
这些
versions
选
of the
项的内
game,
容
the
是否真的和
content
现在
of
一样。
the choices is the
你也
same.
永远不会知道，
You
在
also
那些
don't
不
know
属于
which
现在
choice
的
you
你的游戏
made
版
in
本
other
中，你
versions
做
of
出
the
的决定
game.
只会知道你
All you
就
know
是
is that
你，
you
现
are
在
you,
就是现
now
在，
is now,
选择
and that a
就是选
choice
择。
is just a
你的自
choice.
由意志
Your
确
free
实是
will
永恒不
actually
变的。
never changes.
甚至可以说，
You could
对
even
你这
say
个角
that
色而
from this
言，
perspective,
服务器上的
all
种
the
种
other
版本
versions
根本
running
毫
on
无
the
意义。
server are irrelevant.
从你的视角出发，
From your
你的
point
游
of
戏旅
view,
程
there's
并没
no
有
way
什
to
么回头
return
路
to，earlier
所有的
parts of
选
the
择
game,
你也都
and
只
you
做
only
过
get to
一
make
次。
choices once.
所以，
So what
你
you're
其实是
actually
想
saying
说，
is,
奥
by
托他
using
打
some of
算
the
借助
imaginary
叙述
tree's
之术的某种
functions,
功能，
Otto
重
was
新去
able to
活一遍
live
自
his
己的人
life
生。
again?
也许重
Maybe
新活
living
一次
life
这个
again
说
is
法
not the
不是
best
很
way
恰
of
当，
putting it.
甚至可以
It
说
even
内
has the
涵完全
opposite
反了。
connotation.
不
But to simplify
过，从
things,
方便理，毕竟
yes.
对各位来
But I
说，
know that
真正
what's
重要的
really
事实
important
在于
is
动机，
intention.
也就
Mr.
是
Otto
奥
wouldn't
托
give
先
up an
生绝不会
opportunity
放
to
过一
return
个
to
能
the
够回到
past.
过去的机会。
Oh, I see.
原来是这
Yeah,
样。
this Otto's gonna know. For
如
Callan.
果确实有500
If I
年的时
really
光，
had lived for 500
我自己
years,
身上
maybe
或许
I
真
would
的会
really
发生这样的
change
变
like
化吧。
that.
你
What changes are you talking about?
如果那个人活过
If
了500
someone
多年
lived
的
for
永久岁月，
500 years, his
那么他心中的执念
obsessions would be
也应该
10
是我的
times
10
stronger
倍，
than mine, or
甚至
even
100倍
100
有余吧。
times.
我不认为那个人会像
I
刚才的
don't
我一
think
样，
someone like
因
that
为我
would
从来
act
不太
like I
相信
did just now
爱对
and
自己的行为产生
reevaluate
质疑。
his own life based on outside information.
是的，这个世界上
Yes,
没有
no
比
one
他
in the
更我行
world
我
would
素
be
的人
more
了。
stubborn.
啊，
No,
不，
maybe Kevin would
也
be.
许那个活了5万多
Yeah,
年的凯
Kevin's
文
pretty
能算
fucking
另一个。
stubborn.
不过你说的对，
But what you
我根
said
本
is
无法
true.
想象
I can't
那个人
imagine
会
that
因为别
someone
人的
like
言
that would
行
make any
而做出
changes
任何
after
改变。
hearing what others have to say.
那么，
If you
自己他
compelled
做出
him
改
to
变现
change
状这
his
一选择的，
situation, he would do
就
so
必定是
based
他
on
自己
some
的
kind
某
of
种过于理
inherent
智。
motivation.
我自认不是一个
I
贪
don't
恋权
think
力
of
的人。
myself as one who
我
clings to
之所以加入
power.
反对天
The
命的
reason I
一群，
joined the Resistance
其
Army
直接原因
was
就
that
是
they
他们打
fought
出了
under the
胜利的
banner
旗
of the
号。
Holy Maid.
以自私的角度来说，
Maybe I just selfishly wanted
我
to
或许
keep
只
the
是不
name
想让卡莲
Callan
这个
from
名
being
字。
defeated again.
你
You...
我
I'm
所说的
telling
都
you
是
the
心底的
honest
实话。
truth. Maybe you'll find my
我的动
motivations
机在你
funny
们看
or
来或
not
许滑
worth
稽可
caring
笑，
about.
但你们也应当明白，
But you should know that when
当卡莲
Callan
死去的
died,
时候，
that part of
我身
myself
上称得
called
上
the
自我的那
ego
一部
went
分。
with her.
所以老实说，
So if I may be
自私我
frank,
也无时无刻不
there's
想
not
回
a
到过去，
moment when I don't wish to
回到那个
return
卡
to the
莲尚在人世
past,
的
to
日
those
子，
days when Callan was
回
still
到
in
那
our
个我尚有
world,
自我的时
to
候。
return to the time when I had an ego.
我想那个人
I think that
他恐怕就
person
更是
would
如此
fear
了。
this even more.
你这人
But don't you
难道
have
就
your
没有
own
自己
life?
的人？堂堂未来的
So
天
the
命主
Grand
教，500年来不
Pixel
断影响世界
Overseer,
命运的
making
人
his
物，
mark on the world for 500
却只是
years,
一个行
is
走的
just a
影子。
walking shadow,
一
a
个可
pitiful
怜
你好像很
puppet?
惊讶的样子。
You look
我想那
surprised.
或许是你生
I
活在一
think
个
that
足够
if you
开放
live
的
in a
环境中，
sufficient unrestrained
以至于忘
environment,
记了自由
it's
意
easy
志
to forget how
原本是多
uncommon
么稀
and
有和脆弱
fragile
吧。
free will
你要知
is.
道，
You should
像
know
我这样
that
的
an
凡夫
ordinary
俗子，
person like me,
总是自以为是的
life's
在舞台
but a
上忙得不亦
walking
乐乎，
shadow, a poor
制造了
player
无数的
that
噪音，
struts and frets in
人
his
生的
hour
意义却
upon
少
the
得可怜。
stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. What is that from? I recognize that. I don't remember if it's from the game or if it's from a big play or something, but
明天，
tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps up in this petty
一天就
pace
这样接着
from
一天
day
爬
to
过我无
day.
机智的脸，直到现在，
To the last syllable of recorded time, and all of our
直到它们都变
yesterdays
成昨
have
天。
lighted
你好
fools.
像很熟悉莎士比亚的作品。
Seems you're quite familiar with the works of Shakespeare. Okay, it is Shakespeare. I was gonna say, I know I've heard that before. I know I've heard that before. Yes, 100%. Otto has the nickname of Simp Sama. He 100% is a huge simp for Callan. She died because of him, and he has regretted it for 500 years. Oh, it's from Macbeth. Okay. That would explain why I don't remember it. I've only read Macbeth a few times. But yeah, I knew I recognized it. Yes, both Callan and I had encounters with her.
都与他有过一面之
Oh,
缘。
right, Shakespeare in this world is a girl.
我在12岁的时候，也遇到
I
过一
was
位已经的
confused for
莎
a
士比
second.
亚。
When I was
她是一名
12, I
船
also
长，
encountered Shakespeare.
在旅途
She was
中
a ship
教给了
captain
我很多
and
东
taught
西。
me a lot of things on my
是
voyage.
她让我能够用更
It
加
was
独
her
立的
that
目光
encouraged me to see
去
the
看待周
world
围
in
的
my
人
own
和
way
事，
and to ground
用
my
更加基于
decisions
事
in
实的态
reason.
度。
他帮你塑造了自己的价值观。
She helped you establish your own system of
没
values.
错，所以我
That's
更
right.
希望以她的话
While
题
we're
为
on the
契机，
subject, I
让
hope
我们大
everyone
家
will
脚踏
act
实地的行动
reasonably.
起来。各位，
Everyone,
是一
we
时的力
came
者核
together
心，
to
让我
cooperate
们达
because
成了
of the
通力协
lost
作的立
Tertiary
场，
Core.
毋庸讳言。
Let's not beat
这里
around
几
the
乎每个人
bush.
都在担
Almost
心，
everyone
这
here
种
is
协作
worried that
会
our
被某个不按常理
cooperation
出
could
牌
be
的人搅得一
disrupted
塌
by
糊涂。
someone making an irrational decision.
但我要说的是，
What I wanted to say was,
正因为那人不喜欢按常理出牌，
the
我们才更
irrational
应该通力协
tendencies
作。
of a certain
在他进入整
individual
件
are
事之
all the
前，
more
将
reason
问题
for
干
us
脆利落
to
的解
work
决。
together. Hopefully we can solve the problem before he gets involved.
确实，
Indeed,
正如
just as
尤兰戴尔
Durandal
所
said,
说，
the ultimate
我
reason
们
for
双
our
方合作的根
cooperation
本
is to
目的
eliminate the
是消除
dangerous
崩坏所
effects
带
of
来的危
Honkai.
险，所以
I
座
think
而
that's
论道
enough
就先
discussion.
到此为止
I will
吧。
now repeat the plan that we
我在
drew
此
up
复述
earlier.
第一，
First,
整
our
体
overall
上
goal is
我
to
们要在
test
数
for
个地点
spatial
对疑似
anomalies
支配力者傀
suspected
儡
to
性
be
的空
Herrscher
间异常
dominance
进行
puppet
检测，
strings at several
以确定力者
locations.
核心在异空间
Then
中的
we
位
need
置
to。determine the location of the Herrscher core in other dimension.
第二，具体执行检测的人
Second,
员
the personnel who
包括
will
特
be
斯拉
doing
博
these
士、
tests
尤
include
兰戴尔
Mr.
小姐、
Tesla,
吉
Miss
安娜同
Durandal,
学、
Yana,
异界的奥
Mr.
托先
Otto,
生
and myself.
以及我。第三，根
Third,
据实际
because
地理
it's the
上的距离，
closest,
我
we
们
will
优
do
先在圣
our
1491
first
广
round
场
of
进行第
testing
一轮的
at
检测，
St.
获取关于
1491
力者核
Square
心的手
and
机数
obtain
据
our。first batch of data about the
各
Herrscher
位，
core.
时间不
There's
等
no
人，
time to waste,
我们
everyone.
行动
Let's
起。
go. Yes, ma'am. This is... And of course my team doesn't actually change. Oh, elevator's already there. What am I doing? It's such a dumb thing, but I'm so happy that we can jump. Age. No, just a random brick. Whoop. Leg. Deal with her later.
不积跬步，无以至千里。
Oh, are we going to that square? This one we can one-shot. I wish the game would stop lagging. I'm appalled. I'm sorry. It doesn't look like I'm dropping frames. If there's any frame drops or lag on the YouTube side, I apologize. I don't know why my computer's lagging so badly. I probably need to restart my computer at some point. It's just fun. Bonk, 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 bonk. I love Senti. This is called St. 1491 Square. Is it to commemorate us overthrowing old Chixel? That's wonderful.
没错，
That's right. Miss
她是由奥托
Octavia
拉
gave
女
it
士
that
亲
name
自命名
herself.
的。
You probably know her as
对你来
Viola.
说，她应该还叫薇拉吧？
Oh. Huh. Oh,
是这样吗？
is that so? Although I don't know about your world,
这么
in
说
the
来，
original world, Viola
我虽然
didn't
不知
run
为何
into
来
any
到了
big
你们的世
problem,
界，
did she?
或许吧， 反正在我们解
Perhaps.
决绿者核
Anyway,
心的问
before
题
we
之前，
find the Hersher
你多
core,
半也
there's
没法
probably
回
no
去。
way for you to go
既
back.
来之则安之吧。
You
偷
might
没
as well
用的
make the
心
best
不
of
过
it.
是
No
活
use
受。
in
对了，
worrying.
你们
Right.
别在路
Don't
后
just
傻站着
stand
不
there.
动，
Walk around
在
the
这附
area
近散
that
散
way.
步，多走走。
The
上午的
data
数
we
据也
collect
更
will
精，
be
就
more
算再
accurate.
有敌人出
If
没的话，
enemies appear
你们
again,
三个
you
强盗
three
犯
should be
规的
strong
人，
enough
应该
to
也
protect
足
the
够保
test
护一个有
sample
胳膊有
with
腿的
arms
实
and
验样本
legs.
吧。
博士是这样建议的呢。
This is
我
what
们
the
还是边走
doctor
边说吧。
suggested. Let's talk
请放
while we
心，
walk.
我一定遵照各位的指示行动，
Relax.
尽量不拖
I'll
你们后
definitely
腿。
comply with everyone's instructions and do my best not to
希
get in
望
the
如
way.
此吧。
I hope
我虽然
so.
不会像那位
Although
博士
I
一样
won't
对
lose
你
my
放什么
temper
狠
at you
话，
like the doctor
但你应该
did.
明白，
You
我
should
也
be
并没
aware
有
that
因
I
为
have
对你
no
客气。
obligation to treat you nicely.
我会牢记
Yeah,
这一
I'll
点的。
keep that in mind.
来打我呀！
Boom.
太虚之物。
Let's just switch.
轮到我了，来做点开心的事吧。
Copper beam. There we go.
请好好看着我吧。
Oop.
对了，天娜，你
Right,
知道吗？
Kiana, you know
这一带
what?
好像有某个古建筑
There's an old building in
是
this
富华
area
前辈
where
以前住
Fuhua
过的地
used to
方。
live. Oh,
班长的房间，
Fuhua's house? Yeah,
主
Overseer
教之前
used
偶
to
然提
mention
过
it
一嘴，之后
occasionally.
有空的话，
If you're free
你或
later,
许可以
maybe
带
you
他来
can
附近
take
看
her
看。
over there to look around. Huh.
好，这样一来，
Good. If
在
we
这
do
附
it
近
like
采集
this,
的
we'll
数
get
据也
accurate
就足
data
够可
from
信了
this。
接下来
area.
还有2个目的
Two
地，
objectives
让
remain.
我们保
Let's
持这样的
continue
效
and
率，
try to
继续进
maintain
发
this
吧。
efficiency. As Tesla confidently issued the order to proceed, someone's comm device started to beep. And for some reason, Tesla suddenly felt something was
不
wrong.
好意思，我接一下通讯。
Sorry, I need to take this
这里是尤
call.
兰戴尔，
This is Durandal.
嗯
Yeah,
德丽莎前辈
Teresa
和
and
提安娜卡
Kiana
斯
are
兰
with
娜。
me.
这样吧，
How
我把
about
通讯
this? I'll
转到公
switch
共
to the
频道。
public channel.
发生什么事了？
What
是琥
happened?
珀，
It's Amber.
主教命令
Overseer
他
ordered
向
her
我
to
们转达
pass
联络
on
信
some
息。
information to us.
按照爷爷的行事风格，
That isn't Grandpa's
他何必
style.
这么
Why
拐弯
wouldn't
抹
he
角？
speak to us
日
directly?
安、德丽莎大人、尤兰戴尔大人，
Good day,
以及修
Master
伯利安的各
Teresa,
位，
Master
这里是
Durandal,
天
and
幕主
everyone
教
on
的私人
Hyperion.
秘书。
This is Shixel
琥珀
Overseer's personal secretary, Amber.
主教大人说，他和丽塔大
Overseer
人已
reports
经
that
在圣
he
母
and
三
Rita
七教
have
堂
locked
锁定了
on
支
to the
配之律
location
者
of
核
the
心的
Hersher
下
of
落。
Dominance Core
他希望由我来向
at
各位
Saint
转达这一信息。
537 Church. He wanted me to relay this information to you.
你说什么？
What did you
丽
say?
塔，
Rita, didn't she go
她
on
不
a
是去世
mission
界
to
蛇那
World
边执行任
Serpent?
务了吗？
And Overseer
还有，
said
主
he
教
was
说
busy
他正在
sorting
梳
out
理
the
辞职的善后
aftermath
手
of
续。
his
那
resignation.
件事是个谎
Was
话
that。just a pretense?
主教大人只是说，
All Overseer
他和
said
丽塔
was
大
that he
人
and
已
Rita
经
had
在圣
locked
母三
onto
七
the
教
Hersher
堂
of
锁定了
Dominance
支配
Core
之律
at
者的核心的
Saint
下落。
537 Church.
至于主教大人
As for how
如
he
何
found
快
it
速
so
锁定了律
quickly
者
and
核
why
心的
Rita
下
is
落，
there, forgive me.
丽塔
I
大
am
人
not in a
为何
position
也
to
会出
ask
现在
about
那里？
such things.
请恕我不能直接过问相关原因。
这算什么？
So does that mean we
我们难道
fell
又
for
被
the
那个
old
老不
man's
死的摆了
tricks
一道吗？
again?
不，
No,
主教大
Overseer
人
said
说
that if everyone
只要各位
proceeds
一同
together
前往
to
圣母三七
the
教堂，
Saint
他就可
537
以帮
Church,
助
he
修伯利
could
安方面
help the
收获这颗
Hyperion
律
crew
者核
recover
心。
the Hersher
各位，
core. Everyone? Amber,
他究
who
竟
is
是打
he
算都让
planning to
谁到
bring
场？
to the scene?
是德丽莎大人您，还
Teresa,
有尤兰戴
Durandal,
尔大人，
Kiana,
你们发现
and
的另一位
that
奥托
other
先生。
auto that you
Woman.
found.
是的，
Yes,
主教大人
Overseer
认为，
believes your
为了
presence
完
is
整取得
necessary
支
to
配之律
complete
者
the
的核
recovery
心，
of the
您
Hersher
的到
core.
来，
The
可恶，
information has
走
gotten
漏
out,
了风声吗？
but with this
不
many
会人多
people,
眼
it's
杂，
hard to avoid.
也确实难免。德丽莎，你怎么
What
看
do？you think, Teresa?
虽说圣
Even
母
though
三七教
Saint
堂原本
537
也是我
Church
们的
was
探索目
originally
标，
one of our targets,
可谁知道奥托
we
这
don't
家
know what
伙
Otto
要
is
玩
up
什么
to.
但为了解决面前的问题，
But to solve the problem we're
我们也不得
facing,
不
we have
去。
no choice but
好
to
消
go.
息是，
Good news is,
既然
since
琥珀
Amber
说
said
爷爷
Grandpa
和
and
丽
Rita
塔
already
已经
have
锁定律者核心的下落，那我们这边
located the
也
core's
就不必
location, we
全员出
don't
击
need to
了。琥
deploy
珀，
everyone.
请转
Amber,
告爷
please relay
爷，
to my grandfather that
就说德
Teresa
丽
will
莎会自
proceed
行
by
前往圣母
herself to
三七教
Saint
堂进行
537
支
Church
援。
to provide
既然他自有
assistance.
办法锁定
He
律
has
者
the
核心
ability
的
to
下
locate
路。
the Hersher core on his
那
own,
又
then
何
why
必再
does
打
he
吉
need
安娜的主意？
Kiana?
主教说，
Overseer
信
said
言之
the
力者可以
Hersher
学习，
Flame Scion doesn't need to
但他强
attend,
调，
but he
在此情
emphasized
况
the
下，
other
另一位奥特
Otto's
先
help
生的
would
帮
be
助，
没有问
indispensable.
题。
No
虽然
problem,
我无法
although I
代
won't
替
be
你
able to
口中的
fight
主教
anything that
为
others
这些人
won't.
弥补什么，
I'm duty bound to help
但若说
the
作为
best
激
of
励
my
自己，
ability. Thank you.
和我的爷爷
Unlike
不
my
同，
grandfather, you have a
你的
sense of
确是一个有责任
responsibility.
心的好人。
琥珀，这下主
Amber,
教
did
他还
the
有什么问题
overseer
吗？
have any other
我当然也
questions?
会和
I
德丽
can
莎
go
前
with
辈一起
Teresa
过去。
Senpai, of course.
他说没有了，
He said he
其他因素
he
在那位
didn't
大人
consider
看
other
来
elements
都
to
不
be
是决定，好吧？
decisive.
不
But
过
in
这
that
样一
case, due to
来，
security concerns,
出于
unfortunately the
安
other
全考
two will
虑，
have to return to
抱歉
Hyperion
要
and
让事头
stand
去是
by.
你，
Especially
娜。
you, Kiana.
我
I
不想
think
让
being
你在
near
那个
him
人面
puts you
前
at risk.
冒任何的风险。
我明白了，学院长，
I understand,
我
Principal.
会留在后方保护
I'll
好大家
remain
的。
in the rear to protect
谢
everyone.
谢。
Thank
那
you.
么，丘兰
Well,
戴尔，
Durandal and Mr.
还有
Otto,
这位，
let's go.
怎么不动了？
I wonder,
难道
is the thing
是在
still
看
here?
我？
No.
好开心啊！
I still want to know what these are, because I have no idea. No clue what these do. It's weird
请好好看
pillars.
着我吧。
And where specifically is it that it wants us to go? Is it the church? Ah, I knew we were going to the church. Apparently a boss there. I knew it! I even put it in the description of the video. Like, I don't know what the plot's gonna be like, but I'm pretty sure we're going to the church. No, bad.
是我习惯的节奏。
No.
希望今天的对手别让我太失
No.
望。
Whoop. Oh, defeat the boss. That's literally... Okay. Time to beat up Icer.
我将扭转万象。
Good old Durandal.
我的心意要好好收下哦。 轮到我啦，来做点开心的事吧。
There is other side story stuff in the game.
那是
They are the Chronicles. And then there's a new thing that came out after Chapter 25 called the Elysian Realm, which has a lot of lore, but it's really broken up. But if there was anything you wanted to look at lore-wise yourself, on the Honkai website, there's a section with manga. There are hundreds of chapters of manga. The longest one is Second Eruption, which covers what happened, I believe it's like 14 years in the past from the story. But there is a lot of manga that covers a lot of the backstory and lore. There's also... Oh, what's it called? Let me look one sec quick. I think it's called, it's like Introduction to the Honkai Verse, or something like that, on the official Honkai YouTube. And it's just a video talking about the history of the world before even the beginning of the game. It doesn't have any spoilers, it just literally tells you the past, how the world got to where it is. It's almost like a history lesson. And then otherwise, don't think so. I think that video and then the manga are the most important things that aren't in the main story of the game. There is a lot of cinematics, but most of those cinematics happen in the story. And they're so much better to watch with context during the story. But yeah, we'll see. I have to figure out how long this chapter is, because I do really want to replay through the story. I might start doing that replay thing just like once a week. after I finish this chapter. We'll see. Because I would enjoy replaying the story, and I can just put it all in a playlist so that people can just watch the whole story, and I'll only do story in that run, and just level off stream.
那是圣女卡莲的雕像。
Ah, that's the statue of the Holy Maid Callan. Post Honkai Odyssey is a side mode. It's an open world. There's 3 open world modes in this game. I guess 4 now with chapter 26. But a Post Honkai Odyssey is literally like a sequel where we don't have all the answers, but it's what happened with some of the characters after the end of Honkai, after people won the war. So we are currently in the main story of Honkai, working towards that, but you can play a post-Honkai Odyssey, which tells you a little bit of the story of Mei and a few others after Honkai. And yeah, there's a few others. There's also the Sakura Samsara, which is, as far as I understand, it is memories contained in a stigma based on Yae Sakura's life, and it gives you some of her backstory, but really cryptic. And then there's also another one about fighting on Shixel's Island. I don't actually know the story of that one too well. The story of that one's really weird. But there is other, like, little side content. The other major story elements of the game have to do with the Captain verse. Everything we've talked about so far is all about Honkai's world, because if you heard earlier we were talking about the imaginary tree and the flow of time. That's just this world, that's one timeline. MiHoYo's games follow all sorts of alternate universes and timelines. The Captain verse is what they do for their events, where it's supposed to be like an isekai style story where the player got into the Sea of Quanta and obtained the ability to create a interdimensional ship. And you are traveling between worlds saving people. And these people are all from different bubble universes that are collapsing. That one's hard to see because it's only events, and they're time-limited events. Like last patch, a month ago, they replayed the story of Yae Kasumi, who is an alternate universe version of Sakura. The story's all over the place. There's way too much to this company's lore. It's kind of crazy. As far as I know, another one of those Captain Verse events is coming out this patch in like a couple weeks, but I can't remember which one. But so you know, the manga is not just, it isn't only previous era stuff. There is a lot of the more modern stuff in those manga too. If you look it up, you can probably find it. It's something I'm gonna have to find. I haven't read all the manga yet myself, but there is a recommended reading order. Yeah, and then there's Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is a new game. It's in beta right now. But as far as we know, Star Rail is another group of people traveling between dimensions. 2 of the people are from this game's world. They're from a post-Honkai Odyssey. And I haven't beaten through everything. Actually, post-Honkai Odyssey 2 is coming out at the beginning of next year, so maybe I'll find out how that happens then. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Star Rail. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'll see about replaying through the story. Maybe I'll do manga read-throughs. I really do want to read through the manga with people and have people to share it with. The problem is having the audience. But as far as I know, none of the mangas you really read until chapter like 8 or 9. The day you vanished. Which character is that from? Ah, that's Starlit Astrologos. That's Teresa's. Okay. So the Teresa one's the next one. Okay, thank you, Morning. But yeah, there is like a recommended reading order for the manga based on the story. Yeah, Hongmin. I'm excited for that one actually because I missed a lot of this stuff. I started playing right around New Year's, so I have not seen almost any of these events. So thankfully they're rerunning them so I get to see them. I've just read brief summaries of them. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe if I do like the first 9 chapters, hopefully we can get some more people and it'll be more exciting to read the manga on stream. I'm sure everyone loves just watching people cry again and again, because God knows if I replay through the first 9 chapters, I am going to cry my eyes out on stream. Again. Doesn't matter how many times I've seen the damn cinematic. Let's keep going.
爷爷曾说，这些东西都应该保持历史的原貌。
I remember Grandpa said these things should be kept in their original state, so it's seen better days. Oh. It replaced the statue of the gallows here? The statue of gallows? It's just a shame that people's commemoration can't actually revive the Holy Maid.
绞刑架，
Gallows?
据说，这里
It's
就是
said
当
that
年
this is
对
the
卡林卡
place
斯
where
兰娜
Kalin
执行绞刑的
Kaslana
场
was
所。
hanged.
是啊，
Yes.
被众人
After
背叛的
being
圣女
betrayed by the people,
曾经愿
the
用
Holy
自己的
Maid
死
was
去
willing
替
to
那些愚昧无
sacrifice
知
her
的民
life
众。
to bring enlightenment to the ignorant
在
masses.
死刑的前一天晚
I
上，
saw her the night
我和她
before
见
she
过一
was
面，
executed. She was no
只是当
fool.
一个人
But when someone genuinely
真
wants
正
to
想改
change
变
the
这个世
world,
界的时候，
they will discover how
他
insignificant
才会发现
their
自己的
power
力量是
is.
多么渺小。
After she was arrested for the
在第二次
second
被捕
time,
后的
she
那段
gave
日
up
子里，
hope
他拒
completely.
绝一切越狱的
She
计划，
rejected all
一心
plans
求
to
死。
break out of prison and
他甚
awaited
至故意
death.
在审判
During
席
her
上做出言
trial,
辞
she
激烈的表
stubbornly
态，
stuck to her views,
好让自己能够被
ensuring her
判处极刑中。
execution.
或许在他看来，
Maybe for her, it was
这
a
就是他
final
面
act
对
of
这个既不公
resistance
平也
against
不
this
合理的世
unjust
界的。
world.
或许如此，
Maybe
但圣女
so,
之所
but
以
the
是
Holy
圣女，
Maid showed
就
great
是因为
mental
她代表的
toughness.
精
She
神力
was
量。
stronger than even
事
she
实
could
上比她
imagine. Oh, that's fucking
爷爷，
creepy. I don't want to see 2 of them.
啊，
Ah,
德丽莎，
Teresa, you've been so busy
这些
these
日子
days.
辛
I
苦
know
你
you
了。
have a lot to say to me,
我知道你
but
有
let's
许
get
多
the
话想对
important
我
things
说。
out of the way.
我已经夺取了
I've already
99.9%
recovered
的支配之力者核
99.9% of the
心，
Hersher dominance
而剩
core,
下的
and I'm about to get
0.1%
the last
最后的一片，来吧，
0.1%.
各位，
Come on,
让我
everyone.
们在
In
这
the
间
ruins
教
of
堂
this
遗址的
church,
内
we'll
部，
welcome this
共同
momentous
迎接这一
occasion
标志
together.
性时刻的到来。
各位请进，我会
Please
留在
come
教
in,
堂外部
everyone. I'll
担任警
stand
戒
guard
工作。
outside the church. I still want to know why she looks like Alan. Oh boy,
在
what's
猎人
gonna
中
happen?
我和凯文谁更厉害呀？
I'm worried about this.
就是
What is this?
999颗分布式律者核心。我使用了第二神之剑的空
999
间操作技
distributed
术，
Hersher
将
cores.
它
I
们的聚
used
合
the
体
second
重新
key's
拆分成了
divine
现在的样
the
子。
second divine key's spatial manipulation technology to break their aggregation into pieces like this.
目的
Of course, the
当然
goal
是
is
为
to
了锁
locate
定
the
最后
final
一片
piece of
拼
the
图的位
puzzle.
置。
逆商的特斯拉博士说，他很快也
Dr.
可以用
Tesla
他的测
Vanti
试数
Entropy
据
said
推
she
导
would
出律
soon
者
be
核
able
心
to
的
use
位
the
置。
data she collected to deduce the location of the Hersher core.
我
I
相信
believe
他
she
能
can
够
do
做
it.
到。
It's just that
我
I, Auto
奥托阿
Apocalypse,
波
have
卡
a
利斯
simpler method.
自
There's no
有一套
reason
更
for
加
her to get
省
her
事的
hands
方式，
dirty.
时候了，丽塔。
It's time, Rita. Achieve
回
our
收我们的实验
experimental
道具
items.
吧。
The deadly-looking blade flashed out of the shadows with a metallic sound, and as soon as the 2 unsuspecting Valkyries turned around, The guest they had brought with them had been transformed into a lifeless corpse. No, not the good Otto.
你做了什么？
Rita, what have you done?
冷静，尤兰戴
Calm
尔大
down,
人，
Master Durandal.
他只
He
是
was
主教
nothing
大人
more
的
than
另一只
another
红
one
钢
of
尸体罢了。
Overseer's Solium bodies.
没错，这就是那个更
That's
加
right.
省事的
This
方
was
法。
my simpler
你们
method.
看，
Look, I'll help you
最后的一
collect the
片拼
final
图。
piece of the puzzle.
你究竟做了什么？
What have you done?
这件事说来有点话
It will
长，
take a while to
所以
explain,
在此之
so,
前，
if you don't
你们应
mind,
该不介意我先
I'll
把自
wash
己的
off
手
my
擦干
hands
净，对吧？
first.
让我们从头梳理
Let's
整
sort
件事
this
情
out
吧。
from the
在
beginning.
数月之前，
Several months ago,
K423
test subject
这名被称为
A423,
Kiana
now called
Kaslana 的
Kiana
击败了
Kaslana,
支配之律者，
defeated the Hersher of
拯救了
Dominance
自
and
己的同
rescued
伴。
her comrade.
但支配之律者虽
Although
然
the
消亡，
Hersher of
其律
Dominance
者
was
核
dead,
心却不
there
知
was no
所措。
trace of its core. With help from the second divine
我
key,
借助
I
第二神
entered the
之剑的力
rooms of
量
the，
设
defeater
法
of
进入了支
domination,
配在那里，
and there I found a
发
crucial
现支
clue.
配之律者的核
Due
心
to the unique
由于其
structure
特
of the
殊的
Hersher
结
of
构，
Dominance
部
core,
分隐蔽在虚数空间
part
之
of
中，
it was hidden
寻
in
找新的附
imaginary
身对象，
space,
新
searching
的
for a
课
new
程之
body
一。
to inhabit.
众所周知，
As
支配
is
之律
well
者最
known, the
感兴
Hersher of
趣的，
Dominance is
莫
most
过于
interested
心
in
怀绝
people who
望，
feel
情愿让
hopeless
世
and are
界归于
inclined
失败
towards
之人。
chaos.
而我的完全回
And
升
it was
计
due to
划，
this that I was
正
able
由
to
此得
implement
以
my
展开。
complete recovery plan.
我不明白，这和刚刚被丽塔自杀
I
的
don't
那位奥特先
understand.
生
What does this have
又
to
有什
do
么
with
关
the
系？
Mr. Otto who Rita killed just now?
稍安勿躁，
Please
尤
be
兰戴尔，
patient, Durandal.
请这样思考我的
Think of
处
it
境。
this way.
在和你共同踏
When
入
you
支
and I
配剧场
entered
的
the
残
rooms
疾
of the
时，
Theater of
我已
Dominance,
经收集
I
到
had
了
already
999
collected
颗重归于
999
分
of
布
the
式的支
distributed
配律
Hersher
者核
of
心，
Dominance
但
cores.
偏偏最
But
后
the
的那一
last
颗，
one unfortunately hid
它
itself
是一
in the
种狡
abyss
猾的
between
游曳与维
dimensions,
度加
making it
分的
hard for me
深
to
处。
follow its
于是我
trail.
决定抛给这最后的
Therefore, I
核心一个
decided to
诱
give
饵，
some bait to this last
一
core,
个他必定
a
无法
host
拒
he could
绝
not
的。
refuse.
没错，
That's right, I'm talking
那
about
就是我
myself,
自己，
Otto
奥
Apocalypse.
托。
为什么？
Why?
那个奥托不是已经
Didn't
告
that
诉你
Otto
了吗？
already tell you? His
他的
holy
圣女
maid
因
died
他而
because
死，
of him,
这
and
让
he
他
lived
死后
his
的人
life
生活得
after
犹如
that
行尸
like a
走肉一
walking
般。
corpse.
或许如今的我已
Perhaps the
经不再
present me
那样
is
脆
not
弱，
that fragile,
但
but the
500
Otto
年前的那个
Apocalypse
奥
from
托阿波
500
卡
years
里
ago,
斯，
he
我
carries more
甚至
pain
没
in
有
his
一个
heart
人
than
的内
anyone.
心比他更。所以我决定
So I
以此为
decided
基
to
础，
create an
给支配律
incomparable
者的
host
逃逸
for the
核心
Hersher
搭
of
建一个
Dominance
无与
based on
伦
this,
比的舞
an
台，
elaborate
一个
trap.
绝妙的线。首先，
First, I used
我
the
利用
second
自己
divine
掌握
key
的
to
第二
project
神之
data
剑，
from certain
将虚数
spaces
之树上
on
特
the
定时
imaginary
空的观
tree
测结
into the
果
theater of
投射进
domination,
已经被
which I
我
already
控制的支
controlled.
配剧场，然后
Then I
在驱
used the
使那已经被我掌握的
999
999
cores to
九
take the
颗核
data
心，
that had been
将这
projected
些已
into
经
the
转录
theater
进
of
支配剧
domination
场的
and
信息，
manifest it
呈
in the
现在
real
现
world.
实。如此一来，
In this
我
way, I
既
was
没有
able to
让时
leak
空本身
information
发生错
from
误，
another era
却也的
into
确
our
让另一
time
个时间
without
中的信
disturbing
息
space-time
泄
itself.
露到了我们这。只要再准备一个500年前
Jesus,
真
this
实的
man.
奥托阿波卡里斯，
I just needed
这
to
个为支
prepare
配
an
律者
auto
的偏好
apocalypse from
专门
500
定制的
years ago
陷
to
阱，
serve as a trap for the
这就
Hersher,
万
and
事俱
everything
备
was in
了。
place.
你是说，我
Are
们
you
看
saying
到
that
的那
what
些
we
过
just
去，
saw of the
它们只
past
是信
was
息碎
just
片而已，
fragments of information?
是纯粹的
Perfect
复制品。
replicas?
没错，
Yes.
一切
All
都
of it
不
was
过是
nothing
为了
more
引
than
蛇
side
出洞而
effects of
产
the
生的
plan.
副作用罢了。
Nothing besides
除了
information
信
can
息
leak
之
into our
外，
world.
你们看到和收集到的一切，都是在我们自己的世界重新生成的。
Everything you saw and collected was regenerated in our
你
world.
们可以认为
You may
我是
think
用
that
作
I
弊的
cheated,
方式
that I
模拟
only
了一种
simulated a
耗尽
result
整个
that
世
no
界的
amount of
能量
energy
也
could
无法达
achieve.
成的结果。而从结
But
果
in
上
the
来
end,
说，
I really did recover
我
the
也确
escaped
实欺
Hersher
骗到了
那
core.
这个倒在地上的混钢生命，
And what about that Solium life form lying on the
好，
ground?
它当然
It
只
was
是一
only a
段模拟程
simulation,
序
of。course. The simulation included real,
模拟的对
complete
象采集
historical
自
data
真，
about
正
his
因为
life.
如此，
Because of
那
this,
个
he
个
firmly
体坚
believed
信
he
自
was
己
the
就
Auto
是来自
Apocalypse from
1491年的奥，
1491.
他坚信自己
He
刚刚领
believed
导
he
起
had
义
just
军
led
挥
the
发
rebel
旧
army
片
in
面，
their
坚
uprising
信
against
自己
old
所做的
Chixel,
一
and that he
切
had done
都
it
是
all
为
for
了
the
心
Holy
中的
Maid.
圣女。
That means he was a real person, dumbass. Just because it's a clone, just because it's a copy, doesn't mean it's not a real person. I hate Otto.
也因此，
All this was needed
才
to
能
make
原
sure
模
that he
原
still
样的保
carried
留了内
resentment
心
in
最
his heart.
深处。需要我向你们
Do you
提
want
醒
me
一
to
下真
remind
正
you
的
of
历史
the
吗？
actual history?
一个凭借
A
起
leader of
义
New
上位的
Shixel
新
betrayed
臣
all
领
his
袖，
comrades over a
为了弥
500-year
补自己
period
内心那不
just to
可告人的
compensate
创
for his
伤，最
wounded
后
heart.
活成了逆商
Eventually,
眼
he
中的
became
邪
the
恶
ultimate
典
evil
范。
in the eyes of anti-entropy.
骗他的
Even
心
his
腹部
closest
下，
advisors only served
也
him
只
to
是传你
maintain
们见
order,
到的另
and
一个
that other
他。
him you saw was just
就这
beginning a
位于
long,
这段
dark
漫长，他就
journey.
像见过女巫之
He
后的
was
麦
like
克白。
Macbeth after he saw the witches. His own obsession sealed everyone's fate. Okay, it's kind of good that they brought that up again. See, the thing is that sucks about that though, Merle, is I hate this auto. Whenever it shows us like alternate universe autos or past auto, I don't mind a lot of those. I don't mind the old autos. He had a heart, he had a soul, he was in the right place, he just went down a bad path. But to this guy, he doesn't see anything but his way. He is just so stuck in his way, he doesn't see the possibility for other options. And I've seen people like this. I've seen people who are just so set in their way, they think everyone else is wrong and that they are right. And it's infuriating to see. I guess so. I know very little about Marvel. I know very little about superhero stuff, so I can't comment on that stuff. The result was just as you have seen. The missing Herrscher core mercilessly used him as a host. The cleverness of this fusion almost escaped the notice of those genius doctors at Anti-Entropy. But based on the results, it was you who manufactured this consciousness, and then you killed it in pursuit of your own goals. Yes, don't tell me this is the first time you've heard of me doing something like this. For example, the person I saved 500 years ago, I drew my gun on 500 years later. This is how Auto-Apocalypse does things. Yeah, fucking shot Fuhua on the head. Another example, to study the power of Herrschers, I snatched away the second Herrscher from Anti-Entropy. That first Herrscher, you mean? Oh. No, this is something different. Mr. Walt was about to destroy her for the sake of humanity at the time. Oh no, this is in the middle of Second Eruption stuff. After that, I did kill her, then revived her. To test her powers, I tormented nearly everyone on Hyperion. This is something else Auto-Apocalypse has done. Durandal, you obviously know how these things developed, but you only care about an artificial consciousness that only existed for a few hours? Did I make you angry by saying these things? Then I will apologize. Because the way I see it, avoiding harm to the innocents is a good reason not to do something. I know you aren't a little girl anymore, Bianca. These past few years, you defended your own life, withstood the darkness of this world, and the acts of necessary evil I ordered. There's no shame in that. He's focusing a lot on Bianca. Is he gonna tell us who Bianca is? You've shown maturity and perseverance beyond your years in this matter, so I will tell the world without hesitation that you, Durandal, are the best student I've had in 500 years. Okay, don't make things— Jesus Christ, that is a creepy face. Okay, don't make things difficult. You're a good kid. And Teresa, why do you have to stare at me like I'm a murderer? 'Cause you fucking are. Your grandpa isn't a monster. I wouldn't kill someone without a good reason, no matter what. Bullshit. In the past, because I had no alternative, I overstepped against you and your subordinates. But, my child, you haven't left those annoying matters behind you by now. When I said I was resigning, I meant it. I really am leaving Schicksal. You should know that over 500 years, I went through a lot before I finally found a home. That's something priceless, and it's worth sacrificing everything I have for it. What is that you found? I found a moment in time, a Holy Spirit who has not died yet. You know, some people die too late, others die too early. She believed she found her own death, but everyone knows about that extremely unfortunate occasion. To the contrary, if I could decide my own death, I would use my death to prove to her that going to one's grave voluntarily is a magnificent end to life. Then she will realize that her life meant a future of liberation and glorious human flourishing. As a token of our continued relationship, please accept this gift, my dear Teresa. forming the core. If he ever turned into a Hersher, the Hersher of Dominance would suit him. A manipulative Hersher that pulls the strings. A multitude of Hersher cores that looked like stars in the night sky fused into one mass in the blonde-haired man's hand. He held it out as if giving candy to a child, and put the precious stone into Teresa's palm.
No.
Here, try to make use of its power, Teresa. Perhaps it will become a perfect weapon for you.
谢谢提醒。
Thanks for the
历上的科学
reminder.
家们
Anti-entropy
会对此进
scientists
行
will
研
do
究的。
research on this.
我并
Yeah,
不担
I'm
心
not
这一
worried at
点。
all. They always
毕
do
竟
great
他们总能
research.
做
They
出很
definitely
好的
will
研
help you
究。
resolve those
他们一
troublesome
定能帮助你
questions.
解决好那些
Intellect.
最困难。你也不必太为我生
You
气，
don't
德
need
丽
to be
莎。
so angry, Teresa. The
权力交接
succession
的仪式
ceremony
会
will
如
be
期
held
举
on
行。
schedule, and I
我
guarantee
保
that you will
证，
have all the powers of
你
a
会成
Shixel
为拥有
overseer.
完全权力的天命大主教。而至于我，
And as for me,
我很快就
I
要
will
踏
soon
上
set
自己
off
最
on the
后的一
last
段
part
旅
of my
途，
journey, the other side
到
of the
世界
world,
的
to
彼岸
see
去
the,
寻找
to
那个
seek
唯
the
一的
sole
存在，
existence, a hero you have
一个
all
你们
heard
每
so
个人
much
都耳
about.
熟能详的英雄
任务时间还很长。
卡莲·卡斯兰
Alan
娜，
Kaslana, of course.
唯一值得我
The
献
only
上一
one
切
worthy
的
of
人。
my sacrifice. This man is such a simp. What the
完
hell?
成任务
He is
在
so
地上
obsessed.
避而不害，圣人之道，
Leave
为
the
而
church
不争。
in pursuit. I wonder if we can come back in here in the future.
出发，
And why am I Teresa, now that I think
向目标
about it?
前进吧。
德丽莎大人，
Master
琥
Teresa.
珀，
Amber,
你的主
where
教，
did your
他去哪里
overseer
了？
go?
对不起，
I'm
德丽莎
sorry,
大人，
Master Teresa.
主教
Overseer
要求我
requested that I
保护他多
protect
国
his
代人民，
privacy,
既然已
but
经
since
获
you
得了
already
支
have
配
the
之日
Hersher
的
of
可信，
Dominance core,
何不
why
将他
not
送
send
回
it
修
back
伯
to
利
the
安进行
Hyperion
研究
for
呢？
now?
我本来也打算这样做
That's what I
的。
was planning to
不需要
do
你提醒。
myself. I don't need you to remind me.
丘兰戴尔，
Will you come
你要和
with
我一
me,
起来吗？
Durandal?
这
I'm not
我
sure
不确定，我
if...
们当然会和你一起
Of
返回
course we
修
will
伯利
return
安
to the
的，
Hyperion
德丽
with
莎
you,
大人。
Master Teresa.
啊？
Huh? Oh,
连丽
even
塔，你
Rita
也要
wants
一
to
起来
come.
吗？当然，
Of course, you
您可
can
以认
consider
为
our time
我们
serving
服务奥
Master
特大人
Otto
的
to
工
be
作周
over.
期，在可见的未来
For the
里，
foreseeable
我们将
future,
会转
we are
为
at
您
your
效力，
service,
德丽莎
Master
大人。
Teresa.
这也是奥特大人批准过的。
This was approved by Master Otto.
但是丽塔，
But Rita,
你一声不
you
吭地就
returned
从世
from
界城
World
那边回
Serpent
来，
without saying a word,
唉，
and you still...
非常
I'm so
抱歉，
sorry,
尤
Durandal.
兰戴尔大
Before,
人。
Overseer wanted
之
me to
前主教
maintain
大人要
strict
求我严格
secrecy,
保密，
so I didn't have the
所
chance
以
to
我没有办
contact
法
you
第一时
earlier.
间与您联系。事实上，
To be honest,
他
he
当时
told
和我
me
聊了
some
一些令
things
人
that I
意外
did
的
not
情况。
expect. Can we talk about this on the
我们
way?
可以在路上边走边
More
说
lore
吗？
bombs?
好，
Come on, more lore bombs. I'm loving this chapter. This chapter is just lore bomb after lore bomb. I want more.
轮到我啦。
Oh, my load increased. And I got a bunch more stuff. Curious, does this do anything yet? Nope. Doesn't do anything.
出发了，
Enemy still here.
德丽莎大人，尤兰戴
Master
尔大
Teresa
人，
and Master Durandal, sorry
刚才
for
的
what
事情
happened.
让你们受惊了。你也只是奉命行事吧？
You were just acting on
可以理解。
orders. Understandable. Wait, we're stopping here.
丽塔，你是昨天才出发前往世界
Rita,
总
you
部执
only
行定
left
期沟
for
通任
World
务。
Serpent HQ yesterday on a
难道
scheduled mission.
主教
Did
在途
Overseer
中就把
force
你
you to
强行召回
return
了？
once you were on the way?
的确如此。
Yes, he did.
主教
Overseer
说，
said that
这
handing
方面
off
的
my
任务交给
original
同行
mission
的
to
文职
civilian
人员即
staff
可。
would be fine.
奇怪，
Strange.
如果只是
If
为
he
了销毁
really
他自己
just
的黄
wanted
冈
to
身体，
destroy his own
应
soul
该
and
不需要
body,
如此兴师
he
动众
wouldn't
才
have
对。
needed you to be there.
爷爷他究竟在盘算些什么？
What is Grandpa
德丽
scheming?
莎大人，尤兰戴尔大
Master
人，
Teresa, Master
你们
Durandal,
还记得
remember that just now
主教大
Overseer
人刚才
mentioned
提到了
his
他的旅
journey?
程。
Yeah, he
他
said he
说
wanted to go
他
find
要去
Callan
寻找卡莲
Kaslana.
卡斯兰娜。
他召回我的时
He
候，
told me that when
也
he
单独
called
对
me
我说过
back,
这件
he
事。
said that based on
他
his
说，
long-term research
基
on
于
the
对空
Hersher
之
of the
律者
Void
和
and the
第二
Second
神之间
Divine
的长期
Key,
研究，
plus the experiment on
再
Bubble
加上他已
Universe,
经掌握了
he has discovered that
唯一
the
一
only
种
way
可
to
以
bring
复活
someone
已死
back
之人
from
的
the
方
dead.
法。这件事长光也对我们说起
Megamitsu
过。
also mentioned this to
他
me.
说爷
She
爷
said
辞
the
职的
reason my
原
grandpa
因是想回
resigned
到过
was
去
to return
与
to
圣
the
女卡琳
past
重
and
逢。
reunite with the Holy Maid Callan.
长光大人是主
Master
教大人很
Nagamitsu
多
was
实
the
验计
one
划
who
的执行
executed a
人。
lot of the
他推
experiments
测到这些
planned
信
by
息
the
并不奇
Overseer,
怪，
so it's not strange that she
只
guessed
不
that.
过
But
是有什么说不通的地方吗？
there's something about it that doesn't make sense?
是啊，
Yes, and
而
it's
且很
quite
明显，
hilarious.
如果主教
If
大人
Overseer can
确
really
实可以
achieve
独立
time
完成逆
reversal
转
on
时
his
间的伟
own,
业，
And what's he doing
那么
now?
他现在
What
的所
he's
作
doing
所为
now will
会与
unavoidably
新事
get
动
too
中
many
来
people involved.
无论是高调宣布
Whether it
辞
was his
职，
dramatic
还是挑选
resignation
这个
or
旧总部来
selecting
回
the
收
old
绿者核
HQ to
心，
recover the Hersher
又或
core,
者
or
是
ordering me
下
to
令我刺杀
assassinate
魂纲
his
复制
Solium
体，
clone.
与主教大人以往的计
Compared
划
with
相比，
Overseer's other
目
plans,
前进行
everything
的一
that's
切
happening now
可
feels
以说有
hollow
一种相
somehow.
当华而不实的违和感，而且
And as I was
在下令
preparing
我
to
准备
strike
刺
the
杀的时
target,
候，
he said this to
他
me.
是
等德丽莎回收绿
Once
者核心之
Teresa has
后
the Hersher core in her
你可以把
possession,
刚刚我
you
们
can
聊到
tell
的
her
一切
everything
信
we
息
just
都告
talked
诉
about.
而正是这一点，
And
让
this
你产
made
生
you
了
more
更深的怀疑。
suspicious.
是的，
Yes.
这不
This
是主
isn't
教大人
normally
提
how
议的
Overseer
行事作
handles
风。
things. If recovering
如
the
果回
Hersher
收绿
core
者
and
核
his
心
journey were
和他的
entirely
旅程
separate， things,
那么对于他而
then it
言，
would mean he was
就未
putting
免
on
在
a
相
lot
对
of
不重
effort
要的
into
事情
something
上
he considered to
投
be
入了太多
relatively
精力和表现。
unimportant.
确实，
True.
爷爷虽然
Although
为人浮
Grandpa
夸
can，be a bit
但在关
pompous,
键的事
he
情
cares
上
about
其实很讲究
costs and
成本和效
efficiency
率。
when it comes to important things.
所以丽塔，
So, Rita,
你的意
do you
思
mean
是
that recovering the
回收
Hersher
绿者核
core
心
and
的事件
Overseer's journey
和
are
主教接
secretly
下来的旅
connected
程
somehow?
密切到
Connected so
让他不得不
closely
如此
that
行
he had
事。
no choice but to do this?
我认为保持这样的合理
I
怀疑
believe it's
才是
reasonable
最
to
稳妥的
suspect
做
that.
法。毕竟，
After all,
目
no
前没
one
有任
knows
何
what
人
the
能知道
costs of
主
Overseer's
教大人
journey
的旅
would
程
be.
如果说
If finding
寻找
Helen
卡莲卡
Kaslana
斯
has
兰
been
娜
his core
才是他人
motivation
生的
all
核心
his
动
life,
力，
we must consider
那么
other things he's
我们
done
就
to
必须
be
把他之
related.
前比如说
For
控制律者，
example, the Hersher of the
比如说
Void or the Second
第二
Divine
神之戒，
Key, or even the
甚至也
expedition
包
I
括
went on
2012
with
年
Durandal
尤兰
in
戴尔大人和我的
2012.
那次探险行动。我会拜托逆商的博
I
士
will
们
request
在
that the
研究这颗绿者
anti-entropy
核心的过
doctors
程
take
中
this into
关注这些方
consideration
面的。
when doing their research.
不过眼下最重
But
要
at
的是，
present, the most
还是要妥
important
善处
thing
置
is to
支配之
properly
绿者的
deal
核
with the
心，
Hersher of Dominance
有可
core
能的
and
话
make use
再
of
加以
it
利
if
用。
我记得
necessary.
拥有绿者
I
核心的
remember
浮
when
华姐妹
Fuhua, Kiana, and
Kiana
Branya,
Kaslana
with their Hersher
还
cores
有
were all
Bronya
affected
Zajic
by the Hersher of
他们都受
Dominance.
到过支配绿者的影响。
Yeah,
无论
no
过
matter
程如
what
何，
happens, we finally
现在
seized its
我们
core.
终于完整的
Now
捕
it's
获了他的
time
绿
to
者核
witness
心。
how this series of
现在是时候
misfortunes
正式见
comes to an
证
end.
那一连串变故的终。
Or a beginning. Oh, hey, it's the thumbnail. I chose a good picture. The Schicksal Overseer's dramatic and distressing actions caused the Valkyries from different factions to share more intel with each other. But as they worked towards an unclear goal, they still hadn't realized that everything they had seen up to this moment was an elaborate performance that Overseer had deliberately put on for them. The real crisis was being covered up by this unsettling performance, and things were going in a direction far different from what they expected.
你可以更光明正大的看向我哦，毕竟我也一直在看着你嘛。
Oh, I hate you so much. That's the end, isn't it? Is the bridge down? No, I don't want to fight you. I want to see if the bridge's down. The bridge is not down. That is a cliffhanger.
在你眼中，我和凯文谁更厉
Cliffhanger
害？
of, hey, Otto's doing some bad shit again. Wait till next time, which will probably be next Wednesday. I'll check in a second. Wait.
我的后背就交给你了，要好好对我。出发了。
There's
在你眼中，我和凯文谁更厉害呀？
something going on over here. And then this is the side quest that we were doing before.
请好
Before
好
I
看
continue
着
the side quest, I'll save and exit. I want to see what it says that we have. I already know. Let me just click all these so it stops telling me that I have new ones. Oh, did I actually get more? Oh no, I just upgraded them. Name the rewards. I was correct. We did not get the second batch of crystals. Maybe we can with bosses. Who knows? I will see. Be 3 bosses in the... And then this is recap of the story. And this one is a bunch of crazy lore that I have to read through at some point. Okay, missions. The next story chapter unlocks Next Wednesday on the 3rd. So I will be streaming this again next Wednesday, for sure. But we have Susanna's side mission, and then there was another mission that was marked on the map. So let's go see what we can find. Maybe try fighting some more bosses.
有我出马，保证万无一失。准备好了，飞起来了。
Now I only see one. Oh. Reese is here.
我已经准备好了。
嗨，学院长。
Hi, Principal.
Kiana,
Kiana,
你来
you're
了。
here.
学院长有事找我吗？
Principal needs something from me. Yeah,
孵
Fuha
化想回
wants to
自
go
己以
take a
前住
look
过
at
的
her
房子
old
看看。
house. We
我
get
想
to do
让你去
that.
陪陪他。
I found another side quest. I want you to go
班
with
长
her.
的故居。
Fuha's old house?
孵化之前曾
Fuha
隶
was
属于
part
天
of
命几百
Shixel
年
for a
嘛，
few hundred years,
所以
so
他
she
也在
lived
这里
here
住过
for
一
a
段时
while.
间。
Oh, now that I
这么一想，
think
还真
about
是。
it, that makes sense.
虽然他说自己
Even
去
though
就
she
可以
said
了，
she would go by
但我还是
herself,
觉
I
得
think it's
应
better
该
if
有个人
someone
陪着。
accompanies her.
毕竟
After all, maybe she
你知
doesn't
道，
want to admit it,
这
but
里
she
对他来
must have a
说
lots
可
of
能说不
happy
上是有
memories
很
in
多愉
this
快。
place.
没问题，我
Okay,
刚好也
no
想找班
problem.
长聊聊呢。
I wanted to chat with Fuha
那
anyway.
就拜托你了。
And would you mind?
孵化刚走
Fuha
没多
left not
远，
long ago.
你应
You
该
should
能
be
在
able
不
to
远
catch
处
up
赶上
with
他
her
吧。
easily.
我知道了。
Got it. Oh, I wonder if the arrow was... Because earlier there was another quest marker. I wonder if that quest marker was Fuha. And you could just bump into Fuha without talking
希
to
望今天的对手别
Teresa.
让我太失望。
It'd be cool if there was multiple ways to start the quests. Go behind you, I don't care. Oh, there's Fuha. This elevator still doesn't work. Hi,
我
Fuha.
已经准备好了。
班长，
Fuha. Huh? Kiana, what are you doing
Kiana
here?
听说班长
I
要去
heard you
看他以
wanted to
前
go
自
see
己
the
住的地
place you
方，
used to
我
live,
就跟过来
and I
了。
wanted to come see
我
what
很
it's
想
like.
知道班长以前的。
是这样
Really?
吗？
Fuha looked across the bridge, her eyes scanning the buildings.
我想想，
Let me think.
我记
I
得那
remember
地
that
方
place was
就
not
在过
far
了
from
桥
the
之后的。
bridge.
哎，班长，
Huh?
你的记
Fuha,
忆
your
也
memories
会
also
模糊吗？
fade?
嗯，现
Yeah,
在的确是这
it's
样
like
的。
that now. Back when
以前宇
Feng
宙
Wan
船还
Down
能运
still
作的时
worked,
候，
I could use
明
it to
明再怎么
restore
细碎
even
的
the
东
most
西都
fragmented
能用它记
memories.
住。至于更早的时
And
候，
earlier, due to the
由于
effects
手
of
术
the
的后遗症，
surgery, I
我甚至会不由分说
inexplicably
的记
remembered
住自己见过的
everything
一
I had
切。
ever seen.
不过，
But I don't mind
现在
this
的这种
feeling.
忘
Huh?
记事
The
情的感
feeling
觉
of
吗？
forgetting things?
嗯，
Yeah.
现
Now
在
I'll
的我
occasionally forget
能
things
像你
just
们
like
一
the
样
rest
偶
of
然的
you.
遗忘一些
And
东西，
sometimes I'll
或不
suddenly
时突然
remember
想起一些
things.
东西了。这种感觉对我来
It's
说
an
非常陌
extremely
生，
strange feeling to
甚
me,
至有
and
些
it
难
was
以适
kind
应，
of hard to get used to,
但
but it's still
却很愉
pleasant.
快。
Could you imagine having perfect memory for 50,000 years? Living 50,000 years through multiple civilizations? Perfect memory. And then all of a sudden, 50,000 years old, and you can't remember what you did a couple years ago? Your memory's finally starting to go.
正因为会遗忘一些东西，
It's only
你才
because
知
you can
道
forget
对
things
自
that
己
you
内心来
discover
说最
what's
值得铭
worth
记的东西是
remembering.
什么。我已经忘了自己以前
I
睡在哪
forgot
里，
where I used to sleep,
忘了
I
曾经的一
forgot
日
what I
三
ate
餐
on a
具体吃过
specific
什么，
day, and I forgot
忘
how
了自
many
己
different
究竟打
enemies
败
I
过多少行
defeated.
星。不过，
But I remember
我
the
却记得
time
在
I
圣弗雷
spent with
亚
you
和
guys
你们
at
度过
St.
的时
Freya.
光。
I remember
记得
celebrating
千
my
年前，
birthday
在神州有
a
人为我
thousand
庆祝
years ago
生
in
日，
Shenzhou, and I
甚
even
至记得5
remember
万
what
年
my
前父亲
father
对我
said
说
to
过的
me
话。
50,000 years ago.
我想，
I
这
think
就是
that's
人
what
们口中
people
那
mean
些
when they say
无
something is
法遗忘的东西
unforgettable.
吧。
班长，
Hoo-ha.
抱
Sorry,
歉，
I didn't mean to
一不
start
小
such a
心就把
serious
话题说得严肃
conversation.
起来了。
没有的
It's
事
no。
我
problem.
也喜
I
欢
like
听
to
班
hear
长
you
你说
talk
这些
about，these.
我
I'm
很高
happy to
兴。
hear that you
今
enjoy
天的
your
你
life now.
多少呢？
谢谢
Thank
你
you,
，Tiana
Kiana.。I would say that I do have a
不
strong
过说起
impression of
来，
this time
我
in
对在这
my...
一带生活的感觉，倒也不……我们不如边走边
Let's
聊吧。
walk and talk.
好啊，
Yeah, why not? Well, Senti.
让老师我来给你讲讲古人的学问。
No, I don't want to... Can I change the targeted? Yeah. You track this one. Oh, I actually have to defeat
崩坏兽
Honkai Beast.
这也是受时空错乱的
Maybe a
影响
side
吧。
effect of the space-time confusion.
劳逸结合，
先清理掉它们。
Better get rid of them. Hi.
转万象。
Together and bonk.
解决了，解决
Phew,
了。
all taken care of.
总感
I
觉
doubt you'd even break
你
a
对付起
sweat
这样的
now
崩
that
坏兽来，
you're
都
dealing
已经
with
不会出
them.
汗了呢。
Now dealing.
我也是会
I've come
成
a
长的
long
嘛。
way.
无以至千里。
Wait, what do you mean go to the square? The
是
square's
我习
that
惯的
way,
节奏。
not here.
我已经准备好了。
不过话说回来，
Fuhua,
班
have
长，
you
你想起来
remembered
自
where
己
you
之前住
used
在
to
哪儿
live?
吗？
To
说
be
实话，
honest, this area has
这里的
changed a
环境
lot.
也变了不少。以前为了不被人注意
Before,
到，
to avoid being
我都是走
noticed,
附
I
近的一
always
条小
walked down
路
a。small alley
但如
nearby,
今那
but
条
I think
路
it's closed
似
off
乎被
now.
那我们就顺着大路
Then
走走
walk
吧。
along the main road.
只要知
If
道
you
了
know
大
the
体方
general
位的话，
direction,
总能找到
then
的。
we'll be able to find it.
这还
This
真不
doesn't
像是
sound
那个
like
经常迷
something
路的铁安娜会说出来
directionally
的话呢。
challenged Kiana would say.
说了我有成
You're
长
saying I
的，这方
improved.
面也是。
I've improved in this way too. I
应该
guess
是
so.
吧？
好了好了，
Okay,
不开
enough
玩笑了。
joking around.
我记得大致的方位
I remember it was
就在那
behind
堵
that
墙
wall.
后，
Maybe we'll
可
have
能
to
需要顺
follow
着
the
大路
main
绕一
road
下吧
around.。
嘿嘿，交给我吧。
Let me handle it. Yeah, it's in pretty sure.
飞起来了。
Bonk. These two back. Yep. Here's a wall, just because I love it. I love Fenty. The Yada is pretty good in the Japanese voice, but I just love the Chinese voice of just, oh.
是我习惯的节奏。准备好了？是我习惯的节奏。
Well, I guess we can just ignore the ghosts.
准备好了？
Say 160 Vesuvio Bakery. She ran a bakery? Or was it just turned
我
into
已
a
经准备好
bakery?
了。
我们到了。
We're here. Yatta! Hey, the Yatta is good. The Woe is good. Senti is just the best. Nice to meet you. I guess I'll call you Himiko. A little awkward. Just reminds me, last night I watched someone who just started playing Honkai and they just got to chapter 9. Oh boy. That was a trip. I think the saddest thing about watching them do it was literally right before the cutscene. After getting to play Vermilion Knight, they said, "Wow, I think Himiko's my favorite Valkyrie." Yeah. Well, that's everyone, I feel like. But let's keep going.
啊，
Oh, this is
这
where
就是
you
班
used
长
to
以
live?
前。
Yeah,
不
but
过
the exterior looks a lot
相较于
different
之
now.
前，以前的我
Back then,
还
I
会
would
挂一
hang
片
a
羽毛在
few
门前，
feathers over the door
以提
as
醒
a
自己候
reminder
鸟
to
吃龟，
return
莫忘
and
故
to
土。
never forget my homeland.
但如今100年过
But
去，
now, 100 years later,
那片
I'm
羽
afraid
毛
the feather is
恐怕
long
早已遗
gone.
失了。
可我们不是
Hey.
有那个时空装置吗？
Don't
我
we
用它来
have
找
that
找看吧。
space-time projector? We can use it to look for the feather.
哎，
Huh?
不用
No
那么
need to
麻
go
烦
through
了，
the trouble,
天哪！
Kiana. I'm
能到
satisfied
这边
with
来看
just
看，
coming here to
我以
take a
前还
look.
蛮……
不试
Hey,
试看怎
maybe
么知
we'll
道吗
find？ it.
说不
We
定真
won't
能
know
找到
unless
呢
we。try.
是我习惯的节奏。
Use the projector and fight the stuff that you spawn.
来打我呀！手动！我将头转万
Let's
象。
use the bow this time.
轮到我来点浪漫的气氛，如何？
Shouldn't need her at all.
在你眼中，我和凯文谁更厉害呀？
Bubble, can you go away? I can't see anything. Oh, I have to turn it back on.
出发了，
Oh, there's a feather.
请好好看着我吧。
果然找
Aha,
到
we
了。
really found it. Fuhua quietly looked at the feather. It was as if she found an old friend.
当时刚
Back
来到
then,
天
I
命，
had just come to
对周围的一
Shixel,
切
and
都
I
很不
wasn't
习
used
惯。
to it
吃
here.
饭用的是像武
I
器一样
wasn't
的刀
used to
叉，
using a knife and
睡
fork,
觉
which seemed like
用的
weapons
是让
to
人
me,
头都像要陷进
and
去的棉
sleeping
花
on
枕头。
cotton pillows that your head would sink
虽然
into.
当时奥托已经成为主
Otto was
教，
already overseer
但
at
总
the
有些贵
time,
族出身的
but
人
some noble
仍然
families
对通过
harbored
起义上
resentment
台的他
towards
心
him
存芥
since he
蒂。
came into power in
我
the
的情况也是
uprising.
类似。
My situation was no
当我
different.
终于养好伤
It，was only when
可
my
以在
wound
这里
had
自由行
healed
动的时
and
候
I
才
was
发
able to
现，
walk around on my own
这里
that
的
I
人
discovered that
几
almost
乎都不
nobody
愿意和
here
我
was
说
willing
话。
to talk to me.
或许只是因为当时我还
Maybe it
说
was
不好
just
他们的
because I
语
couldn't
言，
speak their language
但
well,
或
or maybe
许
it was because
也
I
因为
was
我曾
once
是他
their
们的敌
enemy.
人，
The
是
reason
天命东征
Shixel's
失败的直
eastern
接原因。
conquests had failed.
所以当时每次回到
So
这
every
里，
time I returned home
看着
and
这门
saw
上
the
的羽
feather
毛，
above the door, it
反
gave
倒
me a
让我
sense
有
of
一种
comfort.
难得的安心感。
班长，你说你刚
Did
来
you
天
say
命的
when you
时候
first came
受
to
了重伤，
Shixel you were badly wounded?
嗯，没错。
Yeah, I was.
是奥托弄的吗？
Did Otto do it?
哦，
Ah,
是的。
no.
那是很久以前的
That
事
was a
了。
long time ago. A certain
某个人
individual and
倾
I
尽
were
全力打了
fighting
一
as
场，
hard as we could.
他的太虚剑气
Her
造
skill
诣
with
甚至
the
在
edge
我
of
之上，
Taichuan was even
我也
greater
因
than
此身
mine,
负重伤。
and because of this,
醒来
I was
后，
gravely
我
wounded.
就已经身在
When I
天命
woke
了。
up, I was in Shixel.
那时的奥托
We
帮
still
了我一
haven't
把，
seen her again,
是
actually,
他把
have
我带
we?
回了天命进
The
行疗养。
secret S
也是
rank.
在那时，他提出了帮助我完成使命的
Otto
交
helped
易。
me. He was the one who took me back to Shixel to recuperate, and it was then that he proposed a deal that helped me achieve my
至于
life's
那场
goal.
战斗的结局如
As for
何，
how that battle
连于
ended,
此事无
even
关的
Otto,
奥
who had
托
nothing to
也
do
不
with
愿告
it,
诉
was
我真
unwilling
相
to。tell me.
班长，
Fuhua.
没事的，
Don't
天
worry
呐。
about it, Kiana.
那些事情
It's
早
all
已
in the
过去。
past. I don't let it
现
affect
在
me
的我
anymore.
已经不会再现在的我，
Now I've found
已经
trustworthy
找到了值得
comrades
信赖的
and
同
found
伴。
out what I must do.
我说
As
过
I've said
我
before,
会陪着
I'll
班
be
长
by
你
your
的。
side, Fuhua. Thank you,
谢谢
Kiana,
你，
and
天
thanks
呐。
for coming with me to find
也
this
谢谢你。
place.
应该的，
My
应该的。
pleasure.
我
I
这
got
不
to
也
hear
听
a
到
lot
了
of
许多
Fuhua's
班
old
长曾经的
stories.
那我们差不多回去吧。
Well, I guess we
不
should
然学
head
院长
back.
要担心我们
Otherwise,
的。
Principal will be worried about us.
好，
Okay,
不过
but tell
回
me
去
some
的
more
路上，
stories on the
班
way
长再多
back.
真
I
拿你
can
没
say
办
no to
法。
that. Kiana and Fuhua talked and laughed the whole way back, but in a conspicuous corner.
唉，
Yeah, I was gonna
やっ
say
ぱ
we
り
haven't
お
seen
寿司
her.
様も
I knew
自
Master
分の人
Phoenix
生
could
を
find
分
a
ける
life
よう
of
に
her
なったん
own.
だね。
I'm gonna say, where the fuck has she been? Uh-oh.
今度会った時
When we meet again,
私への第
will
一
she
印象は
have a
悪
bad
くなったりし
impression
ない
of
か
me?
な。
I've been wondering where she was. Her greatest student. Okay.
跟紧我。
Still don't know what these do.
在你眼中，我和凯文谁更厉害呀？
And I'm curious. When I go over here, do I get a second marker again? No, the marker's gone. Okay, so that marker was for that other quest. Before I continue this side quest, I'm kind of curious what this plate says if it's changed.
跟紧我，还是得靠我。
Didn't take that.
苦了点儿。
Get all these out of the way first. What does this say?
苦了点儿。
Two fowls took a sunbath and got burned badly. Only one left. I think we might be able to unlock this today. It sounds like it's bosses, because we've fought 3 bosses so far. It started at 4, and then it went down to 3. The other day, 2 days ago, it said that 3 birds went to the park and 1 got attacked by a bear, and there was only 2 left. Today we fought a boss in the park, and now it says there were 2, but 1 got badly burned and there's only 1 left, and there is 1 boss on the map. So maybe after beating this boss, we can do this plate. Maybe. I could be crazy. I do not doubt that I am a tiny bit crazy, but I am hopeful. I don't even know if we can actually get there. It doesn't say locked anymore, but we'll see. First, let's continue this story. This was the side story talking about the secret prison. 97, 98, 99. We've already defeated 100 Honkai beasts in one short week, so this many Honkai beasts appearing in one place is really a headache. Even though it's still not as many as in one day of Master Durandal's training program. I really am exhausted. What is this signal? Ah, another Honkai beast. I'll handle it. Thank you. Be careful. Cool? On the bridge? Right behind me. No, just lagging.
轮到我了，我的心意要好好收下哦。
Blinding bubble. Oh, no fair. They're not in the bubble. That's cheating. And then, whoa. I love it too much. Funk, 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 funk. Best character in the game, hands down. Oh my god, there's more! Oh, they fell off. These enemies are very good at that.
来点浪漫的气氛，如
There's
何
a？ lot of Honkai, jeez. Oh my god, how many of them are there? Oh, 20, it's on the side. I'm dumb. Let's not be a Kaslana. Let's not be dumb. No, there's a lot of stuff. There we go. Endless cleared. Wasn't very endless. I killed them all.
希望今天的对手别让我太失望。
Hello, I killed them all. Awesome, you finished that quickly? Your attacks are so efficient, not bad at all. Maybe you should give your resume to Amber, see if you can find a position at Shixel. Hey, don't misunderstand. I don't mean for you to always be doing my work for me. Oh my gosh. After 20 hours, really? That was the only thing for this quest? I want to check. I'm going to come back and try and get to that boss. But is that really... Octus is on after 20 hours. Well, I guess we're continuing this quest next week. I really hope this isn't a quest that has like 20 steps, because I'm only going to do it when I have like main story stuff to do, which is next week. But let's head this way and see if we can find our way into the bottom right corner.
由我出马，保证万无一失。准备好了？哒哒哒哒哒。
Can't see me. You can't see me. Now I kill you.
苦了点儿。是我习惯的节奏。
There's no like buttons or anything nearby.
是我习惯的节奏。 飞起来了！希
And there's still nothing at the church. Whoa, that's new. Oh, okay, I just use a magical portal. That's how you get across the bridge. You use a magical portal. Why? Who thought that was a good idea? That's so confusing. Okay. Well, the bridge is down now. We used the magical portal. The Honkai boss. I just want to quickly look around up here. See what else is up. Oh god, I hate these robots. Break that. Oh, is that a energy thing? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was an energy or a teleporter. Ah, they saw me. Why do you keep changing targets? Do I have my targeting on auto, actually? Is it on automatic? Under assist, maybe? Where was targeting again? Here. Auto. Yes, it's on auto. Give me... Let me choose my targets, game. I was wondering why my targets were always so weird. I don't know why my targeting was on automatic. I hate the auto targeting. Okay, these are a little too spread out. Oh, everything died. What the hell is... Oh, it's multiple enemies stacked on top of each other. I was like, I've never seen that model before. Oh, and we have to time freeze again to get past... to get that chest. And there's an energy thing there. I hate these robots. Can I get past them? Okay, now the elevator is activated. Hopefully I don't have to do that again. I just want to make sure I do all these stuff so I don't forget them. Because I will be upset if I forget to unlock this stuff in the future. Can I open this box? Okay. Hey boss, eat that. Hi Quaddle, I know you have these cool mechanics and everything, I really don't care about them, so I'm just gonna blow you up. What's those marks? In class point of fade. Oh yeah, I already know that. I know how that works. Are you gonna have a bomb? Oh, no bomb. Okay. I never realized how far into the sky that tornado goes. Boom. Down you go. Another chest. Ooh, physical damage 3. Actually, I haven't upgraded my things yet, have I? Got the attack 2 and 3. I will attack... I'll add the physical damage boost 3, which is probably a 70. Why does that scroll so slow? I have another physical one. I don't have a physical 2, but I think I have physical 1. There we go. More stats. Also, apparently I took a lot more damage there than I thought I did. Hi.
来打我呀！你说够！太虚之握。
I really want to know what's in that boss point though, so I'm really curious if this is what I had to do. Is there anything else hidden over here?
准备好了，是我习惯的节
That
奏。
might be. Oh, crap.
准备好了，
Guess I
是
need
我
it.
习惯的节奏。
Let's go.
是我习惯的节奏。
Chest. I found physical 2! Can I equip it though? I don't think I have enough. No, I'm a little short. But hey, I found physical 2. I was just talking about that. Give me more energy.
是我习惯的节奏。 飞起来了！来打我呀！你说够！
There you
准备好了，是我习惯的节奏
go. More time slow stuff, so I need to switch to the time freeze,
准备好了，
stand
是我
on
习
the
惯的节
button,
奏。
freeze time, go open the box.
准备好了，是我习惯的节奏。飞起来了！
I'm pretty sure up here there was... Pay no attention to me, robots. I need to get the energy first. Energy.
不积
Now
跬
let's
步
go
无以
beat
至
up this
千里
weird double robot thing here.
来打我呀！太
Out
虚
on the
之握！
ground.
准备好了，准备。
来点浪漫的气
Accidentally
氛，
fired
如
2
何？
arrows. Oh, well, they didn't last long.
是我习惯的节奏。
Stand over here.
希望今天的对手别让我太失望。
Grab chest.
准备好了，
Actually, we've gotten a lot of intel points. We might have gotten more crystals.
是我习惯的节奏。
I think we've basically uncovered... Was that boss mark always there? I don't remember that boss mark being there. I think I just... Us too, dang it. But she won't come back. Let me until later. Okay, so let's go back. We have beaten all the bosses in the area. Unfortunately, that should mean our 4th foul has died in
不
some
积
way.
跬步无以
Wait,
至
what do you
千里
mean activate again? Yay, and there's a summon thing down here now. Oh, these things are respawned. These. Okay.
希望今天的对
Is
手
it gonna say
别让我太
anything?
失望。
Nope. It's just gonna summon the boss.
来打我呀！我将
Okay, we have beaten all the bosses around the map. Now it's time to beat
来
up
做点开心的
Decline,
事吧。
which is probably gonna be easier than the last one. I do not have ice to freeze him. get ultimate. Ooh, she's super shaky.
是我习惯的节奏。
轮到我了，来点浪漫的气氛，如何？
Let's give her some ignore interrupt. He's going to start blasting the whole arena. Aw, I was hoping the wall would kill. There we go. Ooh, and that increased my load.
不击腿部，
Elemental damage 3. Now it's no longer glowing.
飞起来了。
We have solved the greatest mystery of this place. Okay. I'm kind of glad the theory was right, though. Let's see, that's 3. Let's switch this to 2. I'm probably gonna have all of them on, though. I have enough for a 50, actually. I think the time fracture one's really good. Because Senti can trigger them so easy. So there we go. Want apothecary. That's 100% a typo. J is right beside H. That's supposed to be apothecary. Always funny to see a typo in-game unfixed. And then coffee, adventure center, travel worldwide. Apothecary. Oh, it's the same Vesuvio Bakery sign as the other place. And then on the same building, it says bookshop. These signs are all over the place. They kind of just took them and threw them where they could, I guess, just to decorate. But there's definitely a lot of mistakes on them. Okay. I think that's all we can do in the area now. I wonder if they're gonna add more. There is these bridges over top that we can see on the map. I wonder if we'll ever be able to go up onto them. And then there's like the castles and stuff. Maybe as part of the story, but it seems like we've unlocked the entire map now and killed all the bosses. So I guess we'll have to wait till next week and see what they do. Susana is looking for you, except not really, because you gotta wait. So, upgrade... Actually, yeah. Of the upgrades, do I have everything now? I do not have the level 3 of these abilities. I guess we'll get that next week with the story. We are missing quite a bit, actually. Checkmate? Oh, to boss enemies. But let's look at rewards. We did get enough to get more crystals. I don't know if we can do 2 poles, but should at least be able to do 1. Ula's quest. Defeat the bosses of the 5 areas. Your blood and sweat are the best testaments of your courage. Is all that's left the story now? Open 22 treasure chests. I'm missing 3 chests. They've got to be story related, right? Unless I'm just missing puzzles in the area. I'll have to look again at some point. Probably next week. I'm not really checking this area off stream. I've been saving this chapter purely for stream. We have 400. So we are 143 short of a second pull. Yeah, doing Abyss isn't gonna get us that other pull. Oh yeah, the cafeteria thing is coming. I'm probably just gonna do this off stream, but maybe I'll show some of it next week. As far as I know, this is just gonna be a bunch of mini games. Just do some mini games every day, and you earn a costume and a bunch of stuff. The costume in question. Where is she? Costume is for Azure Empuria. It is her Taishuan outfit. It's what she looked like in the old days. There's actually an outfit like this. Picture of this outfit in one of her stigmata. But yeah, this outfit is free. You just gotta play the game. Just gotta play the event. I still really like her base outfit though. Did I finish any of the dailies or is that lunch? That is lunch. We have one pull though. One pull. No guarantee. Possibly disappointing. Hope for the best. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Oh, disappointment. Oh well. It'll be a week. I can guaranteed get one more pull. We'll see about maybe getting 2 pulls for next week. And then with 2 pulls we'll get another 5, so maybe next week we'll do 7 pulls. See what happens. I am still very much hoping to get a full set for Raven, because I do not have very many good fire characters. She would be nice to get. But I think that's it for this week. At least now we know the timer. So I will be back with Honkai next Wednesday. I will look into the whole doing a new playthrough from the beginning and see what I can come up with for when I want to do it. But 3 weeks from now, I think, 3 weeks this Friday, the new expansion for Final Fantasy comes out, and I am going to be marathoning that game's story until I finish the expansion story. I'll be doing it with my partner, and I will probably be streaming it. They probably won't be in chat because they won't want spoilers. But I will be going through Final Fantasy's story on stream in 3 weeks. Hopefully this story for sure should be finished by then. I don't know when I'm gonna do my Honkai playthroughs, but also a little bit after the launch of Final Fantasy, there should also be raids coming, and me and my friends all raid together. So I will be streaming the raids. Those will unfortunately be at a very late time. Like, if I was to raid today, look at the clock, I'd probably be starting, by my guess, in about 9-10 hours from now. Whatever that is your time. It would be like 11 p.m. or midnight Eastern time where I live. That's when the raids would be. So not in line with my usual schedule, but that's just when my group raids. I might do some daytime raids as well with my alt. No, not that raid. I do not play Raid Shadow Legend. It looks like an interesting game, but I don't have time to do an MMO on my phone. My phone also can't handle it. I've heard they have a PC version now though, but still don't want too many games. But yeah, so there's a lot to come. I really need to work on getting some videos together. Just making some short videos, because as much as I love streaming, the streaming doesn't get the people, it's the videos that does. So maybe I'll start working on that. Make an update video and then maybe work on putting a few things together. Okay, let's get rid of that chat at the bottom. I hate Honkai's global chat. Can I permanently hide it? I actually want to, before I forget, can I hide global chat? I don't think so, and that upsets me. Because I have seen blatant racism and stuff in there. It's really bad. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I'm glad there's been a few people really enjoying it. Honestly, some of the words you guys have said, they help me. They help me feel like I should be working harder at this. So I'll do my best to get more out. Friday, I am assuming I'm going to be doing Punishing Grey Raven. Probably messing around with Fable. But I'm not sure. I might do something else. We'll see. I'm not sure what I want to do Friday. But I will announce it on my Discord and on Twitter. So anyone here, if you are not part of my Discord server or following my Twitter, both those links are down below in the description. I'd appreciate it, and lets me get to know you more if you chat there. 300 points. We'll see about that, Merle. We'll see. And again, I feel like most of the people I've seen today, I already know most of you are already subscribed, but if you're not, I'd appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It does help. And it's just nice to see that people are actually following what I do. Just makes it feel like it's worth doing. But for today, thank you for watching. I love you guys. I will see you Friday with whatever I decide to do. Probably PGR. Maybe Genshin? I don't know. I don't know what to do in Genshin. I really don't. I haven't even played it in a few days. But, love you guys. See ya. Bye.